This isn't going to go well. Ooh, that went well. All we see is the head, and he takes it right off. That is Nerdtink out. Double kill for Proza. Nerdtink. Oh, what a hold. What a play from Nerdtink. Oh, he takes down Sar Bomber at the window. Well played, well played. Oh, but he gets refragged as he comes back out. That's by Clazo. Proza gets the kill onto Cobra. Davin takes down Normality. 2v2 now as Rarity takes Clazo out of action. Normality finally gets a kill onto Davin. He gets a second onto Sar Bomber. Finally, Normality is coming into his own. Oh, he gets another onto Nerdtink. That SMG-11. Clazo gets down by Proza. Proza, I'm so sorry for not watching you here. Normality's going to push and he takes the kill onto Josh C as well. And that hatchery is going to get opened. It's not going to get trick successful as Clazo goes for another kill. And he is successful. He gets the triple, but he does get downed by Kryptos at the same time. Oh no! Davin gets a kill onto Netcore. Well played to Davin there for that flank. Joshy gets one of his own, leaving Amps and Proza in a 2v2 now. Oh, that is Davin taking down Proza, leaving Amps all on his own. Oh, Davin tries to run in, but is quickly taken down by Netqua. Well held there by Netqua. Oh, he's going to get the second onto Joshi. Well played, double kill for Netqua Instincts. Sar Bomber opens up that door. Oh no, Rarity runs out, but it's knifed by Bomber. Well played to Bomber. What a kill. Oh, 3v5 now, with Athena having the huge man advantage. Good evening and welcome to the last game of group stages for Rainbow Six Xbox Pro League. Thank you very much for joining us. We made it, 6 weeks. Almost every single game got played. There's only 2 that we didn't play because of a team leaving the league slightly earlier than planned, but it's all good. We have had a very good run and thank you very much to all of the teams for sticking with it and doing what they can to see this league through. Tonight we are here to watch the King's Creed playing against Athena, and arguably this is one of the most important games that we've had. And let's take a look and see why that is. We are playing tonight for a spot in the playoffs and a spot in Season 2 to a degree. The King's Creed need to get the win here tonight in order to make it to playoffs and get an invite back to Season 2. Well, they don't need the win, they need a draw, so they just need to win one map. And they get to playoffs, and they get to Season 2 next season. Athena have an invite to Season 2 already. They won SEL, so they have an invite in their pocket. So they will be back next season, whether we like it or not. And whether they win here tonight or not. But they need a win. They need a 2-0 here tonight to be able to make it to playoffs. And if they don't do that, this will be the only playoffs in any of the leagues that they have joined that they haven't made it to. So this is an absolutely huge game tonight for Athena. Not as much the King's Creed. There's more on it for Athena. And there's more pressure on Athena, but still probably the most riding on this game out of all of the games that we have had so far. As we can see, Group A is decided. We can see that Apollo and JPC, being the top 2 in Group A, are through to the playoffs. JPC will be playing against Mutiny. And then on Group B, this is the very last game, and the team that wins this will play against Apollo in their first round of the playoffs, which starts in January. I believe January the 9th is the date that we come back. It's a Saturday. Saturday the 9th, Sunday the 10th. Those 2 games will take place. So those are the standings right now. As you can see, the King's Creed and Athena, 1 point between them, which is why the King's Creed just need a draw. They get 1 point, Athena would get 1 point, King's Creed take the spot. However, if Athena get 2 maps, they get 3 points, leapfrog King's Creed into second place. Boom, that's their place in the playoffs. So that is what they are here playing for tonight. Now, let's take a look at the community poll and see what the fans think is going to happen tonight. 18% of the fans on Twitter think we are going to get a tie. 35% of Twitter say we're going to get the King's Creed taking the win, and 47% are backing Athena. So it's a fairly good split. a fairly good split of the two teams here, showing the promise in the fans' eyes for taking the win here tonight. But also a pretty good number of people think we're going to get a tie. 18% is only... It's not a lot. I think the highest we've had for a tie has been 20. So that's not far off it. Not far off it at all. Now, let's take a look at what maps we are going to be playing tonight, because that can matter a lot as we check them out. We can see that Theme Park was the first one to get banned by the King's Creed. We then got Clubhouse banned by Athena, followed by Villa and Coastline. We got the King's Creed picking Consulate, and then Athena picking Cafe. A very strong map for Athena is Cafe. And Oregon will not be played. Consulate, we've only seen that map played 4 times in this league. This is the 4th time, so we've seen it played 3 other times. Athena have not played it in this league. King's Creed have played it once, maybe twice, but this lineup for the King's Creed have only played it once, and we do have a slightly different lineup to what we all know from the King's Creed due to the reshuffle that happened a couple of weeks ago. So we have the new lineup, and we don't know exactly how either team are going to play this, though there is one VOD out there of new King's Creed, which could be of the benefit to Athena. So, Consulate and Cafe. Now, hey, Dan from Xbox, thank you very much for the follow. If Athena win map 1 here, we are going to see one hell of a game on map number 2, Cafe. That is for sure. Both teams will know this map very well and have played it a hell of a lot in leagues. And map 2 will really be everything to play for if Athena win map 1. However, if we see King's Creed take the win on map 1, it's going to go one of 2 ways. Either way, the King's Creed is going to be riding so high that they are just going to push. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Redixie. If King's Creed win map 1, then we will either see the King's Creed just easing off the gas, not worrying too much about it, knowing that they're comfortably into playoffs and that there's literally nothing to achieve other than a stat pad by winning map number 2. Or we will see them going very hard to take that actual win against Athena. Thank you for the follow, Gracie Ferrier. To say, hey, we beat Athena, we're a new team. We took them down, we stopped them from getting to playoffs, and we did it with a 2-0. It wasn't a draw, it was a 2-0. So that's the 2 sides that we will see from the King's Creed. Athena, however, if we see map 1 get lost, we will see them stay in the game. I won't imagine them to play hard because there will be literally nothing for them to play for, and it will just become a scrim for them, I suspect. So I think we'll still see a good game either way when it comes to map number 2, but only time will tell when we get there. Now the teams are just joining us. Let's take a look at operator bans. Let's take a look and remind ourselves of the operator ban percentages here. As we can see, the top 5 attackers that get banned in this league have been Thatcher, Maverick, Monty, Ace and Blackbeard. Monty was number 2 for a while, but due to his automatic isolation, that's not the right word, he self-isolated for a while, couldn't come out, wasn't allowed out, self-isolated, which meant no one banned him, so his ban rate dropped a little bit, allowing Maverick to then come back in and take that 2nd place spot. Although he's even with Maverick, with Maestro, he's still 2nd place because he's just been banned more. No, that's not right. It doesn't matter, he's in 2nd, don't worry about it. Then we get over to the defenders. We've got Wamai, Mira, Clash, Kaid and Belusi. No big changes here. 26% Wamai, 22% Mira, then a huge drop off down to Clash at 9%, 9% and 8% respectively for the last 3 operators there in the top 5. Alright, so that is roughly where we are. Now let's go over to the game predictions and see what the predictions panel think is going to be the result here tonight. And we do have a member from the King's Creed and a member from Athena on the panel. So let's see how this is going to play out. Right, the last game of group stages is tonight. It is between the King's Creed and Athena, and this is the game of the week. This is the one that really needs to be played out. Either of these 2 teams could qualify to go into playoffs. Athena already has their place in Season 2, so they are just playing for playoffs tonight. The King's Creed is playing for both of those things. They're playing for playoffs and also a spot in Season 2. Although they would be likely to make it in by direct invite if they don't win tonight's game. But basically the winner of this game goes through to playoffs. The loser does not. Cobra, let's go to you first from Athena. What are you thinking is going to be the result here tonight between these two teams?
I mean, a couple of weeks ago, maybe I would have said that it would have been a 1-1 or 1-1 draw. But I think after the sort of recent performances, and we sort of shown that we are still here. We've always been here, and I think we have the ability and the players required to take the 2-0.
Okay, a 2-0. All right. So thank you, Cobra, who's had to rush off. Next, Dylan, King's Creed and Athena. What are you thinking could happen here tonight?
I've gone with a draw. I don't think best of twos are Athena's best friend, so I don't think, as well, we've seen they sort of struggle, and it seems to be sort of their Achilles heel is a best of two, and I don't think a miracle is going to happen overnight and they're suddenly going to come out and have an easy victory against the King's Creed. I think what Den's done has been very, very good, and I think he'll prep the team enough for either a King's Creed win or a draw. I feel like a draw is more likely because Athena you can't just run over Athena. They are basically too good for that, so I think that it will end up as quite a close but a comfortable draw.
All right. Yeah, as you said about best of twos and draws, I mean, the record is King's Creed 1 win, 3 draws, 1 loss. But of course, we do have a new King's Creed lineup now, whereas Athena are 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses. So yeah, that makes sense. All right, MYR, what are you thinking for the King's Creed versus Athena tonight?
I think it's going to be a close game. I'm not too sure. I'm going to go with a draw, but I feel like it could easily go either way. Both teams, even though King's Creed have a new roster, have been playing quite well recently. With King's Creed taking a draw against Mutiny last week, and then Athena recently progressed into the RXL finals. So I'm going to go with a draw. Both teams have good rosters. It's going to be close games and a really good one to watch.
Yeah, funny enough, at the start I said both teams looking for the win, but of course that's not really true. Both teams want a win. Neither team wants a loss, but the King's Creed can get away with the draw here tonight. So even if it goes 1-1, the King's Creed will by default qualify for playoffs because they'll still be 1 point ahead of Athena. So it's only actually Athena that needs the win. It's just King's Creed can't afford the loss. All right. And then finally, our very own King's Creed representative that we've got here tonight for the last game of group stages before we go into playoffs next month after Christmas. Clayzo, what are your thoughts here for this game tonight?
I mean, like you just said, to touch on, we don't really need to win this game. There isn't too much on the line for us to be forced to play too serious and get the win. But we are the King's Creed. We do want to prove a point that we can beat Athena. I think everybody wants to see an actual decent game. But at the end of the day, we don't need to win this game to qualify. I think the more of the pressure goes on Athena to come out swinging and to get the win. But it comes down to the fact that we don't have to be as motivated to win the game. But it then depends on the day who plays. Like tonight, it depends really who really is the hungriest for the win. Because yeah, I mean, I know Athena, I know Davin, I know the majority of the roster, they're gonna be hungry for that win. But we're not exactly forced to win the game. We could just lock it out map 1 and that's just it. And then it's but we're a Fragger-based team, a bunch of misfits, I have to say, at TKC. But, well, like people just said, I think, who was it? Dylan? Den has built a good team. For a bunch of rank star misfits, we work pretty well as a team. I think that's been proven in the last few games. I know Theme Park last week against Mutiny wasn't exactly our proudest game, but Consulate against Mutiny also showed us that when we work well together, when we have everyone playing well, we can do things. We can do miracle wins. So I would say a 1-1 draw, to be honest, with this game.
Okay, seems reasonable. All right. As Cobra's gone, I'll chip in as well. This is the last game, so I'll give a point of view to the King's Creed and Athena. King's Creed, new team. Only played 2 games here in the league so far, but like you say, it hasn't been a shabby 2 games by any means. And they did get their first win under the new roster, which didn't happen with the previous King's Creed roster. Athena, an established roster, but I believe tonight we've got Henry B and Necro Instinct playing, and I don't know how that's going to play into it. I don't know if they'll be there for 2 maps or just 1. So it's going to be an interesting one. I know that they've done well together in most facets, playing with Athena, both Henry B and Necro, so it's an interesting one. Much like King's Creed versus Mutiny, I'm inclined to think a draw. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go with a draw. Athena has made every playoffs. This would be the first one they don't make if they get a draw or a loss. Good times have got to end somewhere, and tonight could actually be that night. So yeah, I think I'll go. I'm going to go with a draw. All right, thank you very much, guys. Let's see how this game will play out. Good luck to Clazo. Good luck to Cobra. We'll see one of you in the playoffs. We just don't know which one yet. Thank you, guys. So those are the predictions. Quite a bag there, but a draw being a pretty common thread. Let's see if that is what's going to happen as we start the first map tonight, which is going to be Consulate. Let's head straight into it and waste no more time. Oh, alright, we are going to see Athena defending first, which means they get to ban first. And let's see what they are going to go with. Now on the attack, often we see Thatcher banned here. Let's see if we are going to get a Thatcher ban here on this map. By these guys? No, we are going to get an IQ ban, so that's a bit of a nerf to... some Den plays IQ a fair bit. So that could be a hit to Den. Let's make a note. Oh, IQ. Let's see who we're going to get banned from the King's Creed side. They're going to ban Thatcher. So, yep, there's that Thatcher ban. Very common. For some reason, I cannot change... Interesting. Can I change it here? I'm not being allowed to change my my bans. Alright, looks like I won't be setting up bans. Alright, we get a Jaeger ban coming out. That's a classic Den ban from the man himself. And then we get a Vigil ban. Okay, so Den plays a lot of Vigil. Looks like we're getting some Den bans here. This could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Alright, I'm not going to be able to put bans up because for some reason I'm not able to change my bans. That's frustrating. That is very frustrating. Damn you. Right, I'm going to stop clicking buttons in case it breaks anything. Archives and Tellers is going to be the first site to get played here. And that's possibly going to be a bit of a surprise to the King's Creed. Let's see if we can make this work. Alright. Hey, R6 Solo, Phantom, Mr. Pyrolysis, Rarity, welcome to you too. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. Apologies for missing a load of people. Just been focusing on getting the game set up, and we are now going. We are going to see a 6 pick from Valley, who is going to go from Bandit onto Pulse. And I'm just going to make myself comfortable, got my controller set up correctly, and let's get things underway. Now, I don't think, like I say, I think this site is going to be a surprise for King's Creed, because typically teams will go to the garage first, followed by console, and then archives and tellers, all lobby and press as a last resort. But here we have it being played the first time. So this is a bit of an attempt, I would say, to throw a curveball the way of the King's Creed and see what they've really got. So we have it set up here with reinforcement in the middle. We don't have, well, we have that hatch open. That could be good for Kickswell's playing Oryx, so that could be useful there. We've got standard double reinforcements, reinforcements on all of these hatches except that one open hatch. And some setup upstairs as well. So it looks like we'll have an upstairs roam coming out from the boys of Athena with hatches open here for plenty of rotations for Oryx. It looks like who's going to play upstairs. or just all around the place. Den is going to spawn with his teammates over here on admin side and start to make his way up there, which is pretty standard. You make your way up here, take control of this hatch, and then make your way into site and plant somewhere around here. But we've got a typical hole here. You can't plant on this desk anymore. That now collapses when you try to plant on it. So let's see how the boys of the King's Creed are going to try and attack this one, as Den is making his way to the front door of lobby, and he is just pushing his way in. And he manages to take down Nursink. That is huge. Nursink just not expecting that. Pretty much the top fragger for Athena taken out of play here. Cheetah Den making his way upstairs as Kickswell gets taken down by Typhloozon. Well, this isn't working out the way Athena would have expected, I don't think, as Davin goes down as well. And King's Creed are just making their way in, just shooting people, and that is how they're succeeding. So the success of this game, or this match rather, is going to rely on Nekwa and Valley playing down below for denial. We are going to get the air jabs go down as Manny is going to try to make his way into plant. You can't get through that window. He is now in. Nekwa's coming up to the top of Spiral. Candela's are going down. He's going to try and plant. Oh, he's going to plant up here on the little thing. Okay, C4 goes out. But Valley gets downed, leaving Nekwa all on his own. He manages to take down one. But we've got a player up on top of Spiral who's going to push Nekwa back, and that plant is successful. This is not going well right now. Wow. That is a dominating success for the King's Creed. Coming out to fight here tonight. Well, you can't take that away from King's Creed. They got in. They just took control and took that round. I'm going to pause for a moment. Looks like we are having a rehost. Yes, we are having a rehost. We've only just started and already we have a rehost coming up. Alright, bear with me. Let's go back and do a bit of a rehost and see what's going on. And we are seeing the King's Creed get an advantage here with 50 seconds remaining. We are going to see MYR take up a sniper position, but it's a very tricky angle through that doorway. With that wall open next to it, it would be much better, but it's not going to be open. Just Toby taking down Sixer with a shot to the chest. He sees another one down below, opens fire, does a bit of damage, but doesn't manage to get that kill. Focus on the laundry doorway. Finn manages to take down Jay got booted. That is the captain, but Kane manages to take down Jackson 4v3 as Jackson tries to push down the white stairs. And we are going to use the Selmas to open up other points of access as well. As Blazer opens fire onto Glossy Club, playing down below as Maestro. Oh no, he goes to try and get that killer, but as he spins around, Glossy is there waiting with the Alder, predicting perfectly what's going to happen, and he manages to take down Clazo. Just Toby outside on the balcony. G3 just again clicking on heads, leaving Typhloozon and K all on their own. Kane opens fire, doesn't do enough damage. He manages to down Anime, but doesn't get that kill. He drops, finishes off the kill, takes down Sledge. What a double kill. Well played. That's the triple for Kane right now, and it turns it around all of a sudden with AZGN being the last man standing against two players. A complete reversal there from the King's Creed. Typhloozon drops to join his teammate. They know the diffuser is there. AZGN is going to throw out stun grenades and try to push in. Almost blinds himself. Legion 1 goes down. He knows exactly where Legion is, but he doesn't know that Typhloozon is right here. Whichever way he goes, he's going to be walking into a gun. Typhloozon is there. He sees him. He kills him. What a play. Two of the newest players to JPC as a breaching charge goes off up above Zico. He manages to get up in time. He takes a bit of damage from SMWD, but gives some back. Oh, he gets the kill onto Noticed. As Woken takes down the utility on the wall. Rich T Biscuits takes a lot of bullets through a window. He is going to back out. As Woken Ice gets that first kill. Rich T Biscuits just peeks up, takes down Jay got booted as he goes that cheeky window peek. Manny's going to continue to try to Maverick trick this wall. Let's see how much he's going to get away with, as Comms takes a lot of damage when he gets into a gunfight with Infurious. He gets into a second gunfight with Typhon Ozon and manages to take him down, leaving us in a 5v3 with Pluto. And took him down before he even managed to get a shot off through that melee hole. And then quickly running around all sorts of stuff. Jay got booted, whiffing a little bit there. He gets the double. Cobra's actually going to peek it again. The ball's on him. He's going to peek it again with his low health and see if he can manage to get that pick, or at least delay the team. Sledge is going to open up the hole in the floor, and Comms sees the knee, shoots the knee, and takes him down, much like an Oblivion Guard. The wall didn't get opened. Oh, just as the impact... Ah, that's why it didn't get opened, because the impact trick from the vault. Great play from Carbons if that was the way that worked. But it does. Oh, that's a missed throw from Sledge, and that's the second one. Here comes the C4, gets pulled, and that takes down Kyle JZ. That is most unfortunate, as AS Flex is going to try for another grenade. There is no more ADS there, and he manages to return the favor with a kill to Prusser. Well played to both of these players for their explosive plays. And this is going to be a real flustercluck when it gets going. Jinx manages to get his first kill of the round. That is onto Ydem. He's going to start moving. Oh, and he pre-fires perfectly onto Woken Icy and gets a kill. Many Mud gets taken down. Jinx's reign of terror is finished off. Unlike G3, however, who manages to take down Kane. That is one of the new boys down, along with the Banshee, and he starts pushing to site as Den falls to Typhon Ozon, who is the top fragger for King's Queen. Now Zoro comes into sight, he sees the planter, and he takes him down with the headshot and regains control of sight, along with the diffuser, which is now sat right next to the bomb. Matt's going to be playing here behind the bar, and Zico is going to be playing just down below, waiting for runouts, and with the C4, oh, he's going to look, he's going to see the player, and he takes down SMWD. What a play there from Zico, catching SMWD, but Binu gets the refrag onto Merxy. Right, the rehost is complete, so we are ready to go. Just waiting for last player to confirm readiness, and then we will start up. They are ready. Let's get things going and back over to Consulate, where we start 1-0 up. For the King's Creed. An interesting result. Lobby Tellers, or sorry, Archive Tellers is a bit of an offsite. So it's an interesting one to play as the first site. And it's good to have a bit of a, you know, try and surprise the enemy a little bit. I would guess that Athena probably weren't pinning their hopes on being successful on that one. I mean, they would have wanted to be successful, and they would have thought they could be, but I would imagine they're not going to take that as big as a loss as they would have done if it was Cafeteria and Garage, for example, which is a bit more of a considered guaranteed win for the defensive side. And while we talk about that for the defensive side, let's take a look at some stats for this map. As we see, Six picking Kali and going on to Blackbeard. So possible assumptions here that Athena are going to be upstairs, but they're not. They're going to be on the first floor. Who's that taking their time to load in? It's NerdSync. Okay, NerdSync with internet issues tonight, possibly. So let's take a look at some stats here for the site that they are going to go to, which is going to be Cafeteria and Garage. So as we make our way downstairs to have a look at what's going on, we can see that 46% of the times this site has been played, it has been won by the attacking team. And 54% of the time it's been played, it has been won by the defenders. So quite a well-balanced site, this one. Quite a well-balanced site. Let's see how it will play out this time round, if this is going to continue to be slightly more defender favoured or not. At this point, it could go anybody's way. Sixer is droning out. He knows that Davin has been up here reinforcing this hatch. We're going to have Kixwa going upstairs, sticking with that Oryx. Opening up hatches, getting ready to maneuver around the map as he needs to. Now, this is a very vertical map. Decent horizontal space, but also very good vertical space, and several different ways up. A staircase on each end of the map and one in the middle allows you complete access anywhere you like, and also hatches quite well spread about the place. Will allow Oryx to be a very good player here. Now Den is going to open up this window into press, open fire, and that wall is going to get opened up already. That is panel 3 open, and Clazo's now going to open up panel 1 and most of panel 2 to give them complete control into the site. And I think that's just been allowed to happen. There is no hard denial on that wall, so that has been allowed. It's just there to use utility. That's why they reinforced it. Forces that utility rather than little holes being made up here and there. As Kickswell takes a load of damage. He is upstairs in console. He's going to back out as he runs right into Sledge. And Cheetah Den doing absolute work for his team here today. I believe he got a 4K in that first round. That's his 5th kill so far. So Den really padding up those stats with Sixer. Just peeking everything he can do through that car. Trying to find the picks. Manny on drones knows where Nomad is, because Nomad is his teammate anyway. Nomad's going to be sitting here watching these flanks from up above as Cheetah Den's going to start opening up above the site. Players are going to take a little bit of damage as Davin Atkins has his own drone here and he sees exactly where Nomad is. And Nomad isn't aware that that drone is watching. Nekwa peeking the breach. Nekwa manages to take down Clazo as he moves into sight. Valley gets one onto Manny, and that leaves us in a 3v4 now. As Cheetah Den is coming down spiral stairs, he sees the player in security, opens fire, tries to wallbang, doesn't get the pick. He's going to move along very closely and just hold this. But Nekwa Instinct is down at the other staircase, ready to get that refrag. But it's not needed because it's just a straight up frag as Sixer takes down Valley, leaving us now in a 2v3. Sixer very low on health. Typhlo's on very low on health, coming down yellow stairs. That shield in front of Sixer's face has been broken. He has no spares, and Nekwa is going to take advantage of that to get the pick. Typhlo's manages to get that refrag though, just as he goes past the yellow stairs. He's going to drop to pick up Diffuser and start to make his way into sight. Free-firing everything he possibly can, but Nerdsync is just there waiting, gets the headshot, and that is the round. A very confident round going to Athena. So a very strong start for the King's Creed and a very strong answer back from Athena. And this is going to set the pace for the rest of the game, I feel. Rather than go upstairs to console and meeting, we are going to see Athena head to lobby and press. A lot of players or teams in this league have said that they don't like playing console and meeting too much because it's just not easy to defend. It's just too attacker-sided. So a lot of teams have been avoiding it in this season, though we do have stats on it, which we'll look at in a minute. We're going to see the exact same lineup get played by Athena here. Different mix-up of operators coming out. Sorry, the same lineup coming out from the King's Creed, but a bit of a mix-up from Athena. As we are going to get the intel of the Valkyrie cams. Valley IG straight away putting down his castle barricade here at the bottom of the lobby. Probably put one upstairs as well once he gets up there. Key thing here will be to defend from above. So there will be castle barricades all over the place, stopping players from maneuvering easily between these two floors. Not sure where that third castle barricade is going to go. Could be anyone's guess. We're going to get a standard rotate here, possibly a reinforcement there as well. That's that final castle barricade going up. Rotate onto yellow stairs with the standard reinforcement. Standard reinforcement over here on the admin single wall. And then a double reinforcement probably going up here on long desk. Now we can see that we have one player spawning over at the front of the building. We have Cheetah Den spawning on his own. And 3 other players spawning over here on the other side as well. So it looks like we are going to get possibly a lobby take here. As we see Clazo moving up to the front of the building with the diffuser in hand. So he is going to be responsible for planting in lobby. Now air jabs are going to go down to make sure that no one can run out onto the guys of the TKC as they rappel up to this console window, and Cheetah Den takes down Valley. And Cheetah Den just is not missing tonight as Clazo gets one of his own. That's Nekwa Instinct taken down. TKC doing very, very well here tonight. They are absolutely fragging out like mad. We're going to get a player rappelling up to the anti-chamber window, but Davin Atkins manages to take him down. But is very quickly refragged from outside that window by Sixer, leaving Kicks and Nerdsync all on their own. In a little 2v4.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
C4's going to go out. It's not going to find the target. Typhlo's is on that window, so it's a good estimated toss. But but it's not going to pay off as the plant is going down, but it stops. Plant, I'm guessing, is downstairs in lobby. No, it is actually in press, and that's being covered from the windows by Cheetah Den. Manny is on antechamber windows. Sixer is in sight. Got Typhlo's on with the air jabs for jump outs. It's going to be a tough retake here as Kix gets one, but Nursing gets taken down by the other. Kix is going to fake it with an impact grenade to the side of the bathroom. And that's 2 sites now where the King's Creed have looked very, very dominating. Very dominating. And Athena just struggling to find the answer for it right now. Nope. Put that in the wrong place. That goes there. There we go. Alright. Archives and Tellers, the site that was first played by Athena. They're deciding to not go to that top floor at all. I guess they're saving that for when they really need to. Sixer is going to 6-pick Buck and bring out Ying. Now Sixer is an emergency sub and is covering for another player. So this is going to be unexpected by Athena. And it's unlikely that Sixer has actually worked with TKC on their strats for this map. So while they're being effective on attack, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out on defense if Sixer isn't fully up to speed with how the King's Creed play when it comes to defending. Valley is going to do the same thing, reinforce all of the hatches. That's 3 done. Davin's going to get this other one. I guess Davin got this one as well. Holes getting opened up. Planting on here is the play, it seems, for the King's Creed. Let's remind ourselves of the stats for this site. We looked before at Cafeteria and Garage. We didn't look at this one. If we look at Archives and Tellers, we can see this is 80% attacker favoured. So it is brave of Athena to go here, but I guess they feel that the strats are there to be able to deny any plant that goes down. But they need to make sure they don't lose the bodies early like they did before. The problem with the last time on this site was that the bodies just got lost far too early. Den just came in, clicking heads. And that is what worked against Athena on this site. Let's see if they will be able to deny that this time. Cheetah Den's going to play a little bit differently. He's going to drone up White Stairs. He knows Mozzie's there, but his drone is going to get lost to the pest. There is a second drone moving around here in copy, as Manny is going to watch long desk. We still have 1 player up here, 2 players up here. We've got Davin and Kix. They'll be ready to hold back the players and then drop back down towards site when needed. Those proximity sensors are going to give the intel needed as Cheetah Den starts to push through. Davin is going to drop the hatch. Kix making his way down the stairs with Nerdsync halfway down those stairs towards the bottom floor in spiral. And Davin and Kix now push back down to floor number 1 with Cheetah Den making holes up above. Typhlosen is the only player from the King's Creed currently on the first floor, and he's going to start making his way through. He's going to put an air jab up. That's going to stop Nerdsync from coming out. It's going to stop him from moving out of the doorway, but he could still peek out and get a pick here if he's patient. There's Typhlosen. If Nerdsync just popped up right now, he'd be able to see the back of him, but he's not going to do it. He's just going to keep watching downstairs. Free kill gone, and Necro Instinct takes down Clazo. Does get refragged though by Sixer, who is here running into sight, picking up Diffuser and getting ready to make a plant. Cheetah Den is there with him. Just dropping utility. I think he's trying to actually get those down below, but is it going to work? Is Valley going to spot it? C4 does get ripped. There it is. And he gets it. He doesn't get the kill, but he does get the down. And that is Diffuser denied. So he's going to know there's 2 more there. Diffuser, second Diffuser goes up. That's Nursing taking out Sixer. But Cheetah Den is planting on the desk. Kix goes down. That plant is going to be successful as Typhlosen is holding yellow stairs. 3v3 now. And we have a heavy retake situation here. Nursing knows that there is an air jab there. Valley's not going to be able to do much about it either. Davin gets taken down from Visa. And players here are watching that yellow stair rotate. Manny from up above. This looks like an impossible retake for Athena. Looks like we're going to see them go 3-1 down at the end of the first 4 rounds. Nursing gets the double. 2 left. Cheetah Den goes down. Just Typhlo's on left, who's not going to be able to do anything to stop this. One player needs to go for that defuse. Oh no, he's just too late. Valley's not going to be able to get it. And the round does go to the King's Creed. They managed to do the work they needed to, but time was against them, and King's Creed was successful. 6 has not played since the last time with the team in this league. Yeah, it makes sense. Alright, so 3-1 down. This is not good right now for Athena. This is considered a defending-sided map most of the time, but stats from this league show it's kind of 50-50. Hey, my unknown user, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining. Athena will want to be playing for a 3-3 here. They're not going to want to go down 4-2 or even 5-1 at the end of this first half. No way. That's not going to be good for them. And motivation will be dropping with every round that they lose.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Now, when you look at the scoreboard, it's not like there's actually even loads of kills that have been happening in the last 3 rounds. Most of Athena have managed to stay alive. It's just been one based on time and plants. So, very good clearing and objective play coming out here from the King's Creed. Single reinforcement going up in the middle. Triple reinforcement again with no hard denial.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Got Kicks upstairs again, doing a top floor hold, playing as Oryx, looking to get those late flanks. Let's see how this is going to get approached by the King's Creed this time, as we get 4 players spawning at the front of the building yet again. That press room window is going to get opened up, and this is going to be the source of the attack. They'll be looking to open up some holes here to deny any diffuser disables, as Clazo does get that panel 3 open. Valley has a cam there. He's going to be able to watch it and see what happens. Panel 1 and 2 is now going to get busted wide open as well. Oh no, just panel 1. Panel 2 is still pretty much intact, as Kicks is going to feel the pressure upstairs. Checking that skylight just to make sure. Cheetah Den playing on console window. Kicks is going to back out. We hear a C4 get ripped, but it's not going to do any damage to anyone, as Typhlo's is going to play on this bathroom window and make his way in there. Gunshots go out from Clazo as well. And Kicks is the only man upstairs right now for Athena, just playing on yellow stairs, just wasting time. And he's done well at wasting time so far. Most of the players of King's Creed have got nowhere near sight yet, with Cheetah Den just opening up holes to try and move the default anchors out of position. Kicks making his way down yellow just to try and stop this destruction coming out from Den. Den doesn't know he's here. Den has no protection. It's just Den and a hammer. So this could be a big play for Kicks. Den has already backed out into antechamber. Kicks is going to very carefully move around. And there it is. That's the kill. Well played to Kicks for sneaking up on Cheetah Den there. That is a lot of destruction already done though. And that could be the damage done by TKC that they needed. Neko Instinct watching the long angle here as Nomad is in lobby. Neko's going to see him, he's going to take some shots. Not going to hit enough of them. And he's going to back out as Typhlo's returns fire. And then Legion is going to back out, dropping a goo mine to deny that push behind him. Sixer gets into a gunfight upstairs on the first floor with Clazo trying to push his way into sight, just peeking all the possible angles that he could get shot from as Sixer comes down to support him from yellow stairs. 45 seconds remaining, still in a 4v5 as Nekwa spots the bean of Clazo and just takes it right off. 3v5 now as Kicks makes his way down Spiral. Typhlo's gonna drop down to make his way to the breach, but he can't get that vault. Manny playing up above, drops the stun grenade. Here's the air jab go off, tries to capitalize on it whilst Sixer taking down Nerdsync. Manny gets another onto Kicks, and that leaves us in a 3v3. But advantage has to go to Athena here with 15 seconds remaining and a lot of health still on the board as Typhlo's is in and planting. Is this known? It's not known. Valley is on it, but it's too late. Davin Atkins takes down Sixer. It is a 3v2 post plant as Davin gets killed. Up above, Ty Flosen is the last man standing, and he is outside. Sorry, Davin Atkins didn't get killed. He got the kill. This is going to be a tough one. Air jab is going to go down from Ty Flosen. He has no choice but to just try and peek everything, but Valley's going to go for that defuse while Davin Atkins is going to run out to distract Ty Flosen. Necro Instinct is there waiting and ready. Gets the pick. And it looks like Cafeteria and Garage right now is the only site that Athena are actually capable of defending against the King's Creed. This is an interesting one. Finally, we are going to see the King's Athena heading up to console and meeting. Attacker-sided map for Consulate. Nah. Maybe I'm thinking Cafe. Oh, I don't know. Certainly the stats for some of these sites on this league have proven to be attacker favored, that's for sure. Let's remind ourselves. What is the league stats saying? Consulate overall, 53%. So yeah, slightly attacker favored, certainly in the league.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Two sites though considered more defender favored, which is Lobby and Press and Cafe and Garage. Which ironically, Cafeteria and Garage, the one that has been won by the defense. Lobby and Press, not so much. But console and meeting, the last site to get played by Athena in this first half. Now if we get to overtime, they'll get a second crack at it. If this is considered truly an attacker-sided map, then at the moment, Athena are doing well.
10 seconds left before insertion. UC activated. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers' objective is to defuse
Alrighty, so standard reinforcements. Rotate. Windows getting open so that rappels can be heard. Standard to open the glass up so that you can hear the rappels. Valkyrie cam is going to go out. That's going to land. Oh, I can't zoom over to it there. Never mind. That's as close as I can get. Necro Instinct with the spawn peak. We didn't see it, but we heard it. So let's give him the good old. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Give them a chance, Necro. Give them a chance. Another one rappelling up. Now we have seen Necro Instinct get an ace playing from this very position on this map previously.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Will he be able to do it again? Does lightning strike twice? That's the question. Manny just sitting on this window. Manny is a huge Blackbeard player. If Blackbeard is on the board, the chances are Manny is going to play it. He does love Blackbeard. C4 does get ripped, but doesn't get tossed out, I don't think. Air jab's going to go down onto the balcony to deny a jump out. But it doesn't go to just far enough for that magnet to catch it. Where did it go to? I can't see it. I can hear it, but can't see it. Oh, okay, it's here for lobby run out. Okay, fine. It's not for the balcony, it's for the lobby. Makes sense. Valley sitting here on cams can see the player rappelling up there, giving good pings, yellow pings, so as not to give away that cam. And Valley's going to go for a little upside down peek here. He sees the legs, he shoots, and he takes him down. That is Manny dropped. And another quick kill as well for Nekwa, leaving Typhoon Rose on all on his own in a 1v5 situation, and we are definitely going to get a 3-3 here. No disrespect to Typhoon Rose on, but Diffuser down. 1v5, 1 minute 15 seconds left. Not impossible, but damn near improbable for him to win this. He needs to ace it really to win. I feel like he'd be jinxing Athena if I wrote down it was an Athena win already. So I'm just going to leave it and wait patiently. Alright, 1v5. Ty Fluo's on. Pre-firing stuff. Biding time. Waiting. Not quite sure what to do. And Athena here would be silly to throw bodies at him. They just need to hunker down and wait. They should have intel. Are they looking at camps? Oh no, there's not enough room to put the other T. Kixwa gives a little shake. Nerdsync finishes it off. Finishes off the round with a C4. There we go. Well played to Nerdsync. And that is a 3-3 at the end of the first half. So Athena not looking overly strong on 2 sites, but on another 2, brought it back very, very well. And I managed to make it 3-3. So that is not a terrible split. Whether this map is attack or defended sided, it doesn't really matter when you're at a 3-3 split. The only thing that matters is who's going to defend better in this half and who's going to attack better. That's the question. I still can't do my bans. This is really annoying. And I don't know why. Makes me sad. Makes me sad. No, just won't work. Me sad.
Locate and defuse bombs.
I could fix it probably, but I'd have to stop the stream, and it's not worth stopping the stream about. Alright, so Cafeteria and Garage is going to be the first site to get played here by TKC. No big surprise. This is most teams' favourite site to go to first. How would that last map have played out? Sorry, that last half have played out if Athena had just gone here first and taken that early lead? Would they have gone up higher? Would it have worked out the same? No one will ever know.
10 seconds left.
Alright, so Ty is going to put up Electro Claws to deny hatch number 1 from public bathroom. Second hatch is going to get reinforced right here above him in lobby. Is that going to get Electro Clawed? He has one more in his pocket. Don't know where he's going to put it. He's going to use it for this main doorway. As we are going to get Kixwar repelling up on the south side. We're going to get the rest of Athena coming over from the west side. Let's see how the defense are playing this. We've got 2 players on site. 2 players on site. The rest are roaming. Manny... Sorry, 3 on site. Manny has come back down to site. So we have Cheetah Den playing Kavera. He's going to want an interrogation. 6 are playing as Mozzie up here on the third floor. Second floor, rather, it's called. As Cheetah Den is going to play on yellow. And he could be the one to watch. We all want to see that interrogation. Is he going to be able to pull it off? This could be a big play here as he's getting ready on the hatch. Manny gets taken down early by Davin Atkins, who gets into a firefight with someone else. He doesn't get killed. He does get downed. Cheetah Den is there at the doorway, ready to try and get that frag. He's peeking it. He throws the impact grenade, and he does manage to get that pick. But he has given his position away as he now runs back upstairs to long desk. Plazo watching yellow. 6 are playing in cafeteria. Tyflo is on watching yellow. Den could be the ace in the hole here, playing up on the top floor. Athena have given up on the top floor now, but we do have Nekwa there. Moving into yellow. He's got the air jabs down. Now that's going to stop someone who gets to that point on Soda, but it's not going to stop anyone who just runs up to the side and peeks it, which is a very common peek as Valley is droning the site. Kixwa droning in through the walls as all 3 panels get opened up by Valley playing on Ace. Nekwa takes down Clazo, 3v4 now, but Cheetah Den is still alive. He has the shotgun. And that's it. He manages to down Nekwa Instinct. Big play, 3v2. Oh, but Blackbeard there with the long range. That is Nerdsync taking down Kavera. That's the problem with having that shotgun against an AR. The AR at a distance is typically going to come off better, especially in the hands of an accomplished player. Now, Valley is going to continue peeking this white van side, but is one of these 2 players going to go out there? One is rotating back round into security. We've got Mozzie just sitting there behind the van, waiting, biding time. Nursing, probably on drone. No, he's looking, he sees Blackbeard, and he takes him down. That leaves Sixer in a 1v2. 6 is there, he takes down the shield. That's his position given away as Valley moves in, tries to plant. And it's going to get pushed by Sixer, but Nursync is there waiting to get that frag. The Evil Eye not giving enough intel. He sees the head come round, and even though the plant could have got denied, the chances are that kill would have been picked up by Nerdsync. So well played there to Athena. Now that's the first round on attack won by Athena, but let's not forget they won the first round. Sorry, but let's not forget the attackers won the first round in the last half. So this could still go either way. We are currently at 4-3 in favor of Athena, but it could reverse. Let's not forget that if Athena win this map, they still have to win map number 2, Cafe, in order to take home the win and get into playoffs. If King's Creed win this map, we will see a very different map number 2, I'm sure. But if Athena win this map, we are going to see one hell of a fight on Cafe.
Bomb located by attack.
And Cafe is likely just to come down to setting up some holds and then who can frag harder. Now let's take a look at fragging, shall we? You've got Necro Instinct and NerdSync, known for being 2 of the better fraggers in the league. Kixwar is close to that, I would say, but he's not doing too well on the fragging duties right now. Valley, more known for support, but he can frag. And Davin can frag when he wants to. He went 18 and 5 on Consulate just the other day on this map. Last week, I think it was, in fact. When it comes to the defending side, you've got Manny, who is good on his day, especially when he's got a shield in front of his face. Manny can frag. Typhlosion, I've seen him do absolute work. Clazo, more known as support, but he can frag too. Sixer, also known as a fragger. Cheetah Den, he can frag. All of these players on the TKC can frag, with Clazo being the less known for it, I would say. Now, Cheetah Den is going to go for a cheeky little peek. He does love a peek. He's going to spot the head of Nekwa, and he's going to take him down. And he's going to get an achievement for that one as well, shall we say. But his position is given away. And he is going to back out. Watch that yellow doorway as he knows that it's just got open. And it's likely that someone's going to peek him. 5v4 now in favor of the King's Creed with an unfortunate early pick. Necro Instinct playing on Nomad is a huge operator for Athena. Now, these triple walls are going to get opened up. There's no denial on them. We can hear signal jammers around the place, but they're not on the walls as the air jab goes off. Someone gets knocked down, but we don't know who it is. Must have been Cheetah Den, who is the only one anywhere near where an air jab could be placed, as NerdSync is on that front door for Lobby. Is he going to push his way in and get this kill onto Cheetah Den? He goes onto Jones. He's sitting outside. Den goes into public bathroom. But NerdSync's going to watch the hatch. Is Den going to be able to pull something off here? He's sitting in bathroom, but I don't know if it's known. Camera's getting taken down. Den has an idea that someone is around in that area. As Typhlosion takes a load of damage, NerdSync is in, but he's got no idea that Den is there in the bathroom, and that's him going to get taken down. Ash is there to try to get that refrag, but Den is just better at it and manages to get that kill. Well played to Cheetah Den, putting 2 quick kills up for the King's Creed, and we are just going back and forth. Davin knows someone's there. He sees the gun, he's going to pre-fire it perfectly as Cheetah Den is looking the wrong way. And that is a nice refrag there coming out from Davin. 4v2 still though with 1 minute left remaining. Davin takes down Manny as he comes to the spiral staircase with no intel, but that intel is going to be given now. Clazo just watching that doorway at the bottom of the staircase. Sixer waiting for a flank here. He could get a nice flank onto Davin if Davin's not careful. Typhlosion watching the double door. Where's Valley? Valley is here on yellow. That Maestro cam is up, and it should be given the intel of exactly where Valley is. But Valley looking the wrong way, gets taken down by Sixer on yellow stairs. Davin Atkins is the last man standing. He's got 2 kills already. He needs 3 more. He'll get an ace and a win. Sixer's going to give the calls. And Davin takes down Clazo. He's got just a tiny bit of health. Sixer is still on yellow stairs. Davin knows it. But Sixer with the Roni and very low amount of health about Davin's person ensures that Sixer does get that pick. And there we go, it's a 4-4. So things are just stacking up here right now. What a matchup this is turning out to be so far. I did say this was going to be a great game. I did say it. Both teams have so much to play for. And they are really putting in the effort here. I'll be honest, I want Athena to win this map just for the fact that we will see equal tryharding when we get to map number 2. My fear is that we get to map number 2 with TKC winning map number 1. It's just going to be like, let's just mess about. Let's team kill. Let's just do silliness. We've won. Let's just celebrate that by messing about. So I kind of want to see Athena win this map. I'm not saying I want to see them win everything. I am impartial. But if they win this map, we will see a much better second map than if we see TKC win this map. So everyone, let's hope for an Athena win on this map so that we get a great second map as well. Cheetah Den putting up his Banshees right there. He's going to run downstairs. He's going to put another Banshee down at the bottom of white. And a regular barricade. Now we are going to get a hold here with a shield and a rotate into break room with another reinforcement. Castle barricade there, castle barricade there.
5 seconds to go.
Alright. Now a lot of effort seems to have gone over here into this admin side. Typhlosion is going to be covering that. Castle barricade there. Cheetah Den with the castle barricade here. Sorry, a reinforcement here. We get a standard rotate. Clazo is going to be sitting here, possibly in the cubby, opening up the standard holes in the bottom. So Manny playing as Castle is going to be on yellow. And yeah, a lot of the effort seems to be going here onto admin side. So we could see a very heavy console take coming out here. Manny is exposed. There's no Jaeger to stop grenades. He'll have one magnet at most over here, so he will be susceptible to grenades coming down from that skylight. So he's going to move back into bathroom. And that leaves console completely open. But we do have holes here that's going to allow TKC to cover it. The question is, how is this going to work? C4 gets pulled. And that is Nequid down again. Most unfortunate for Nequid Instinct. That is a very powerful position to hold as an attacker. And that has now been taken away. Nerdsync is going to have to hold this position very, very well. Zvali's going to drone and get ready for moving in and taking this. Now, Castle is the next player that Athena need to see get taken down. As again, we do have just a huge hold over here on the admin side. Pretty much nothing over on console other than a single player who's actually in bathroom. So this is completely open. It's just how can they get in to take care of it. There is Manny. He goes down, which now gives them complete control of this side of the map. They just need to move in and get that plant down. Cheetah Den is going to come up spiral or go down spiral for the C4 from below. Davin Atkins is there on the yellow stairs. He sees the arm, but Davin gets that kill. That's it. Complete control now of this side of the map. No players down below to deny the plant. The only player that's going to be able to do it is Sixer. He has a C4. He could go down and get that kill. He's going to rotate around, and he is going to run back into meeting. Kickswell takes down Clazo. They have site control. They're moving in, and they're going to go for that plant. We've got Typhlosion watching yellow. We've got Sixer waiting to stop the plant. C4's going to go out. That's it. Going to kill Valley. That's Valley down. 40 seconds remaining, though. 3v2. This is still winnable for Athena and still winnable for TKC as Sixer takes down Kicks. There's Davin Atkins getting the double. Bathroom player goes down. Sixer, last man standing, and he gets taken out by Nerdsync with Blackbeard. Well played to Athena, well played to TKC. All right. Console and meeting is going to get played again here by the King's Creed. The problem with that hold was that it was just so focused onto the admin side. They completely let Athena just run wild over there on the console side, and that is what hurt them. Athena just managed to come in, rip the players apart, get control, and then just take them out as they filtered in to try and stop the push. Valley going to 6-pick Ace and go onto Sledge instead. They'll probably know that we are going to see the same site get played. King's Creed or Den's teams have a habit of playing the same site twice in a row if they lose it. So this is going to be no big surprise, I expect, to Athena. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm Ares. Are you the Ares or are you a different Ares? Are you the Ares that I think you could be, or are you a different one? Alright, console and meeting. Let's see if we get anything different coming out from the King's Creed. I know you. Okay. I got this drift. What? Henry has spent 19 hours watching 2XB. Thank you, Henry B. Thank you very much. Alright, what kind of setup are we going to get here? If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, please head over to YouTube, search up R6XBPL, or use the link that's about to appear at the top of your screen. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we can get a proper YouTube vanity URL and get a nice URL that people can follow, other than this rubbishy one that I've got up there on the screen right now. Even if you unsubscribe after I change the name, I don't care. I don't care. Just get us to 100. Let me get that vanity URL, and then you can unsubscribe if you want to. I don't mind. I won't take offense. Alright, air jabs are going to go out. Let's see if Necro Instinct... Oh no! I was going to say, let's see if Necro Instinct can stay alive for longer than 20 seconds this time. And he does, but Davin Atkins doesn't. Now, you can only get the achievement once in the map. I accidentally fired it that time. That's the second time Den's had that, so he only wins that achievement once. So, sorry, Den, you don't get another 10 points for that. Oh, this is big. This is big. Den drops downstairs. He knows that someone is out there. That is Nekwa. Den could be getting ready for the run out. Oh, he's going to move away. Random fire goes through the window. Half health is gone from Den pretty much, and he's going to retreat and make his way out. Players is going to take down that shield. And King's Creed this time are going to adapt to the take from the boys of Athena. They are not going to stick with this hold over here. They're going to pull up their utility, move around and try something different. As Cheetah Den and Manny are both stuck in bathroom now, rotating around. Nursing takes down Den, Kickswood takes down Manny, and again, that is complete control of the right-hand side of this top floor. With Nekwa still here in a position to hold this connector. The last three players of the King's Creed now are going to be struggling to get this retake. Gas grenade is going to go out, but they've got the bathroom to move through. Clayzo's going to watch it. He's going to throw the gas grenade. Clayzo's going to take a lot of damage. Six is going to take some damage as well. Nekwa manages to down Sixer. Clayzo's in and planting. That's the double kill for Nerdsink as Typhlosion is the last man standing. Plant is successful, and it is a 1-4 retake with 40 seconds to go. He moves away. He sees the head of Sledge. Opens fire, but it's just too late. Sledge does a bit of damage. They know exactly where he is now. He's going to have to pick a lot of holes here that have been opened up by his very own teammates. But Kickswar gets that kill. Typhlosion goes down, and that is round to Athena as they go 6-4 up. Match point on Consular. Now, we will likely see TKC try a different site. I'd be stunned if they go for the same site. They can't try it 3 times in a row, surely. They are going to go back to Cafeteria and Garage. It's the only site on defense that they have actually had a victory on, and it's just become unlocked, so they're going to go back for it. No, all right. I was reading the chat there. I saw Mouse FC and it made me lols a little bit. Thank you very much to follow Crayoa? I don't know how to pronounce that. Can you give me a phonetic version of that so that I can pronounce it, please? I'll just call you Cray. Yeah, Cray. Let's go with that. All right, Cafeteria and Garage is going to be the site to get played by the King's Creed. Let's see if they will be able to win this one. They've played it twice. They've won it once. So it's got a 50% win rate. Let's take a look at its success rate in this league overall. Just remind ourselves. Cafeteria and Garage, 46% attacker favored. 54% defender favored. Which kind of means that as it's been won 50% of the time by the defenders, there's a 4% chance that they could win this, or should win this. And a 4%, that doesn't work out. They've got 4% increased chance of winning this over, 4% increased chance of winning this over Athena winning it.
5 seconds remaining.
But if they win it, they're going to have to go to either Lobby and Press, Console and Meeting, or Archives and Tellers. 2 sites that haven't been seen before, and one that they have had a 100% fail rate before. So let's see how this one's going to play out. This is a very important round right now for the King's Creed. They have to win 2 in a row just to get to overtime, and then win 2 out of the next 3 rounds. But even if they don't, they still have another map to make it up. Valley takes a little pre-fire onto the console window there. There is a player up there. It is Cheetah Den, as you'd expect. who's playing with that Caveira shotgun yet again. He knows there's... Oh, he sees the head of Kicks. He doesn't manage to flick up in time, and that is Caveira out of the game. That could be a very, very big win right there for Athena, as Caveira before got, I think, a double kill. I think he got as Caveira. Big operator to have. Big operator to have on the board. Often seen as not viable for comp, but Caveira can get away with so much against an uncoordinated team. Athena, I would not say, is an uncoordinated team, but once they've got so much intel, they will kind of stop and give up on a floor. So Caveira could have been a very huge factor into a win here on this site. Let's see how it's going to play out, as that wall is going to get opened up here. Nursing gets taken down somehow, as we have Davin moving in. Not on his Gemini, that is actually Davin Atkins. Nursing not dead, he is just downed. Is he going to get picked up? He's outside lobby, he's getting peeked by Kicks. He is going to get revived as Sixer takes down Davin Atkins. And that is Sixer taken down by Nekwa. Well played, Nekwa is in. He's had enough of getting spawn peeked. I just noticed, even though he's got spawn peeked twice, he's at 12 and 6 right now when it comes to kills. Alright, so Typhlosion playing on site. Manny playing on site. Nekwa goes onto drones and just gets killed by standing there in the open. Well played to Manny for that pick. We've got some dirty bullet holes here from Clazo. Anyone coming onto that yellow staircase right now is going to get ripped to shreds. Absolute shreds by this Alder. Nursing droning out to find some players. Kickswat droning out to find some players. Valley just standing, watching the angle, knowing that, 9 times out of 10, someone's going to pop their head around the left side of this van. Sure enough, it looks like Typhlosion is getting ready to. That breaching round, though, makes him go to the other side. Pre-fire's going out. I thought he was going to shoot his teammate there. And we do have TKC just hunkering down on site, but Nursing takes it down. Clazo, Typhlosion takes a load of damage as well. Manny is up above here, and it's going to stop the player that pushes in. That's Manny taking down Kickswap. Manny is the last player standing, 1v2. He's going to move away. Valley's on site. He has diffuser. He's going to start planting. Nursing watching yellow. Manny is up above. Isn't going to be able to deny it. The hatches are sealed. He's not going to get down in time. Diffuser is going to get planted. 1v2 post-plant situation. One man with a shield in his face. One man with an ACOG who could go outside and watch it from the back. Nursing is going to be watching Spiral Staircase. Manny is not there. He's in security. That other player is at the bottom of White Stairs. Manny knows where one player is, but he doesn't know where the player with the shield is. It is Nursing, and that is round to Athena, and not just round, match point, making Athena the winners of map number 1 Consulate with a score of 4-7 in favor of Athena. Well played to Athena. Well played to TKC. They just didn't have what they needed there to get that win, so unfortunate. They put in a good effort, but Athena just came out stronger. Athena didn't look great at the start. They didn't look great. But look at that, they brought it back. Well played. Cheetah Den making a valiant effort there, doing absolute bits at the start of their attacking rounds. But the team just couldn't sustain that power as we went into the second half. So well played there. Well played. Clazo and Manny throwing right now, says Gracie Ferrier. Alright. That is the end of the first map. We do have map number 2, Cafe, to go to, and I'm very excited that Athena won that because it does mean we will get one hell of a map this time round for this second and last match. Alright, I'm going to play a couple of ads. I will be back very, very shortly. Bear with me, stream. One of them is Jacob Booty playing on Sledge, watching the left side. We've got one watching the right side. C4 goes out. Oh, what a kill for Cobra Rosen. Nomad is there waiting to get the frag as he's distracted. Josh D takes down Ease, leaving him in a 1v3. He manages to take down Ash. That's the triple kill. Jay could do himself some damage here. Oh, well played to Jacob Booty. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us. Now, for those that don't know, tomorrow we have... Well, this is the last group stages game of this league. We will be taking a break until the start of January, 9th of January, which I believe is the Saturday. We come back with the first round of playoffs. And we will be taking a break up until that point. But this weekend, we do have a 3v3 tournament taking place. You can't sign up to it now. It's too late. All of the teams are already in. But that tournament will be starting at 7 PM tomorrow on this channel. We'll be playing 4 games tomorrow night. We'll then have a few more games on Saturday. And then the semi-finals and final will take place on Sunday. Every single game will be cast on this channel. It's a 3 versus 3 secure area Christmas Cup. Keeping it Christmassy. We have 15 teams competing. Or 16. 15, 16, 15 I think. Made up of players from this league and their friends or just other players from the league. And it's going to be a bit of an experimental one for us. Never run a tournament previously. So, interested to see how it's going to work out. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it goes well. I did have a schedule for you. Let me get the schedule for you. We can do that. Hold on. It's going to be too much effort. No, it's not going to be too much effort. I can do it. Bear with me. I'll put it up on the screen for you. So, where is it? Here we go. Graphics. Somewhere here. I know it is. Ah, here we go. So let's get rid of that one and replace it with this one. So that is the schedule for the games tomorrow. 7 o'clock we have Emperor versus Barney's Trusted Dinosaurs. Then at 7:45 we have Unicorn Esports versus bloody hell. I don't know why. I don't know why. Then we have Greg's Loyal Servants versus Henry Freebie at 8:30 PM tomorrow night. And then we have Booyaka Booyaka versus Mr. Blobby's Backup Dancers. Spot the boomers in that lineup, or in those two teams. That is tomorrow night at 9:15 PM. So that will keep us going from 7 until 10. That's going to be 3 hours of tournament games. I'd expect there to be a few minute break in between each one. I've given 45 minutes per game, because I think that's roughly how long a maximum length game should last. So there'll be a bit of a break in between each game. All right. So it looks like we are bringing in a sub for Athena. We are going to see Kicks drop out, who's had an issue. So bear with me. Alright, so that's tomorrow night starting at 7 PM. Those are the first 4 rounds that we will be playing. The rest will happen on Saturday starting at 2 PM I think it is, running up until about 4:15ish. Then we'll take a break. Then at 7 o'clock we'll come back, we'll do the rest of the quarterfinals, and then we'll go into the semi-finals and the final on Sunday. Alright, all the players are in. Just need them to ready up and we will get going. So we are having Kickswar swap out and Henry B is coming into play due to some illness on the part of Kickswar, it seems. Kicks, don't be coming in here giving excuses for whatever performance you feel you had in that first map. I can't remember what you did in terms of kills. Give us some more names at 2XB. Lols at the names. These are the only names I've got for now. The rest of the names will be revealed tomorrow when we get there. I know we have teams like Passion. I think we can guess who that team is. Right, we've got one player. Is he ready? Let me check. One player, just waiting to see if he's ready. I don't know if it's the glitch where I can't see if he's ready. Yes, okay, he's ready now. Let's go to Cafe. Map number 2. And this should be one hell of a map. Now, a part of the challenge here could well be that we've just seen Athena building up a team momentum, and they're swapping out one player, and will that momentum get lost? That's the question. Will they be able to maintain that by bringing in a new player at this point in the game? I don't know. They might be able to, but I don't know. Alright, blue team. King's Creed are defending first, which means they will ban first, and they're going to ban Ying, a classic Davin Atkins operator, so fair play to them. Counter-banning Davin there. Let's see if I can change my bans now. No, I can't. I do need to actually restart the software, it seems, to be able to do that. We're going to stop pressing buttons because I don't want it to crash and kill the stream. There we go. Alright, then we're going to get Ace banned by Athena. Let's see what we're going to get on defense. Athena banning Ace, that's a good pick. They are starting on attack, so they could use him, but they're going to forego that. They can still use Thermite, whereas TKC, based on what I've seen in the past, I would say is a very strong Ace-based team. Godzak seems to have some passion spare. He went 8-8, so pretty good. Yeah, it's even. Mozzie is going to be the defender ban of choice coming out from the King's Creed. So that is a ban, again possibly for Davin. Davin does like to use Mozzie at times. Yeah, interesting bans. We certainly haven't seen many Mozzie bans before. There we go. Nursink is going to play Blackbeard yet again. Looks like the two teams here, knowing how much is on the line, are just going to be playing Blackbeard. The operator that, when you play ranked, no one brings out Blackbeard until that last round of overtime or the last round of regulation where you absolutely need that win. Oh, I wish I could put the map, the operator bans up the top, but just I can't. So we are now at a point where whichever team wins this map goes to playoffs. Everything is on this map now. So in about 45 minutes to 1 hour, we're going to know who's made it through to playoffs and who will be playing against Apollo in that first round. Now, part of me says it'd be pretty cool to see the King's Creed go through because we haven't seen a playoffs without Athena in it, so it'll be a nice shake-up for this league to say, hey, look, you know, here's a league where we don't have Athena in the playoffs. Imagine that. You're going to see a team going all the way that isn't Athena for once. But at the same time, it would be a shame for Athena not to make it just due to history and their record and all of that kind of thing. So, you know, let's see how this one's going to play out. Alright, we are going to get a standard reinforcement and mirror window here in the bathroom. And that's an interesting one. You normally use this one when you have holes here. This is only useful to stop anyone that walks in through here. I feel like this is an accidental setup. I feel like that. Alright, so we got no spawn peaks coming out here from the defenders, but we got Pulse playing downstairs, looking for intel to see where the enemy's going to be coming from. Now, I know Den is partial to chucking a C4 out here based on intel that he gets with his Pulse scanner. I've seen him do it before, he does like it. If he makes his way up red stairs, well, it's too late now anyway for that. But he's going to go downstairs and he'll be responsible for plant denial. So we're going to need to see... Oh! There's Nekwa's drone taken out by his very own teammate as the stun grenades go in onto Klezo from the skylight. And Hibana's already in. Hibana's in, and Davin gets taken down already by Manny as Sixer gets the frag onto Nekwa. 5v3 now. 2 quick kills. I don't know what Athena were thinking there, just pushing into sight like that, hoping they could crouch walk in a 5v5. Now we see Cheetah Den make his way up to the top. He's decided he wants to get in on the action on the kills. Doesn't want to play downstairs, doesn't want to plant deny. He wants to be there in the thick of the action. That's our den. That's our den. Alright, we've got 2 players watching this double door. We've got Manny here with a shotgun, holding into Cocktail, throwing down the gas grenades to slow down a push. Klezo holding by the little table. And Sixer just here, behind this tiny bar as that main wall gets open. Now the question is, do Athena have the intel to know that there is a player here? There's no drone there. Valley's going to get on his drone and he's going to go in there. Is he going to see him? He's going to turn around and he's going to see him. Nurseseeker's going to turn his back. He's going to turn around just in time, but Sixer manages to get the double. He knows there's another player there on red somewhere, but he gets taken down by the player that's on new balcony, and that is Henry B. Subbing in, getting his first kill in the first round. 4v2 now. We've got 1 player here in bathroom, watching that cigar shop. Watching that cigar rather. Shield is going to get taken down. There is no player behind it. Henry B is going to take down default cam as Valley watches that run out from that doorway while Klezo takes down Henry B. Valley in a 1v4. A lot of work to do here. And he sees Pulse, but he cannot get the gun up in time. That vertical grip denies it. Cheetah Den takes that kill, putting round number 1 on the board for the King's Creed, which is the same as what we saw in map number 1. Kitchen and Kitchen, the next site to get played. By the boys from the King's Creed. I want to put my bands up. It's really annoying me that it's not working. It's the first time it's ever not let me select the bands. I can put bands on, I just can't change the operators. Alright, so Nerdzik is going to 6-pick Jackal, go on to IQ.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Let's see what setup we will get come out here. As I suspect we will see something very standard. Now let's remember, we just saw King's Creed lose 1 out of 5 defensive rounds. That could partially be because Sixer doesn't play with this roster or hasn't played with this roster. And therefore there's a bit of a... He's going to be a bit more of a... People just pointing, telling him what he needs to do, and then he'll just go off and have to do his own thing. And rely on calls from his teammates and just kind of play solo almost. You can still play as a team, but it's not quite the same. Not seeing that drone there at all. And it looks like he is going to be holding, or someone is going to be holding here in VIP. So Manny's going to be responsible for sitting here and chilling. Let's take a look at some stats for this map while we're here. Waiting and just watching. Kitchen and service. 61% attacker flavored. 61% attacker favored in this league. 39% favored for defense. Well. So this is quite the attacker map for this site at least. Certainly in this league. Now let's remember those stats are based on this league, not ranked, not pro play or PC pro play. Ranked based just on this league. Now we've taken 40 seconds to get up onto the roof and start this top-down take. Davin Atkins is here on drones down outside the doorway by reading room. Very slow push coming out here. Valley's drone is in, but we haven't got anyone following it. Cheetah Den is on red. Nekwa drops and shoots. Sixer takes some damage from somewhere. He's going to back out from where he is and make his way to White Stairs and head down to the first floor as Nekwa takes a load of damage. And Athena now have control of the top floor. Well, they kind of had it already, to be fair, but now they know they've got control and they're moving down to the second floor as Cheetah Den is going to be roaming up this red staircase. Now, he is a cheeky flanker. This is what we expect of him. but he is going to back out as Typhlosion is going to get a C4 prepped on the hatch. He knows that it was getting open, so he pulls it back. Will he rip the C4? He is going to rip it. Let's see what happens. No one's there, so he doesn't get a kill. In fact, he did more damage to himself than he did to even the floor, possibly. Henry B lining it up just right to open a hole there in the wall. Does a little bit of damage to Manny, but Manny is still very much alive. Slivers of health being done to pretty much every player here with no real big damage being done. As Davin does take a lot of damage, though, just as I say that. Nekwa has also taken his fair share. As we have 4 players hunkered down on site, and then we got Den just here, waiting for the flank. He hears the air jab. He knows where he is. He's going to take it down. Clazo takes down Henry B, leaving us in a 5v4. Oh, IQ realizes that someone might well be there. Opens fire, but does 0 damage to Cheetah Den. Typhlosion watching up close with his shotgun in hand as Sixer takes down Nekwa. Manny's going to be moving out into prep. And is going to go into Wedding as Sixer takes down Davin, and this is now 5v2. And this is looking very much favored to the guns of TKC, just as Valley does manage to finally get a pick. Valley gets a second. 13 seconds to go. There is a signal jammer on the other side of this wall, I think. It's not going to get opened. Valley cannot, he can open it. It's not going to stop it. Clazo hard left is going to take down Valley as he runs in. Manny takes down Nerdsink, and that is round to King's Creed, making it 2-0 at the end of the first 2 rounds. Well played there to the King's Creed for a very strong hold. Managing to hold back Athena. Reading Room and Fireplace is the only site left really that TKC can go to. Athena will expect this. So let's see how this is gonna play out. Let's take a look at the scoreboard there. We can see that King's Creed, with a nice even split there of a 4-3-2-1-0 for kills. Typhlosion quite often guns, but today he just isn't. I don't know what's going on with him. But just not really much work being done when it comes to getting kills on the side of Athena. So not sure what's going on with them. They do have a history of not doing great in the first 2 rounds, and they know that. And then they come back. I mean, if we look at the last map, we saw them win 1 round out of 4 in the first 4 rounds, and then they came back to win 6, only dropping 1 out of the following 7. So let's see how it's going to play out. We will get a standard upstairs hold here coming out from the King's Creed. Very, very standard. Let's remind ourselves of some stats here for this site. 67% attacker favored. Now that is very similar to the kitchen and service attacking favored stats, but we saw they didn't win kitchen service. Let's see if they will be able to pick it up here and take this away from King's Creed. Alright, we are going to have Clazo roaming around in mining. Not roaming even, he's good. Oh no, he's roaming, just checking there. Looking through the train, looking for drones. There aren't any there, Clazo. There aren't any there. Typhlosion putting down a signal jammer here to deny this from getting opened. And from drones from coming through. Actually a drone, yeah, a drone could still get through there. Doesn't matter anyway, because you can just go through this drone hole here and then come in through this doorway. It's kind of irrelevant. So not there for drones whatsoever. As the boys rappel up to the top floor. Now I haven't been looking out for the spawn peaks, which I should do because King's Creed have 1 or 2 players, Den, that like to do a little spawn peek every now and then. But he is playing mirror. He's left his mirrors and he's going to be roaming. You got to love a 1-speed heavy armor roamer. Just moving around the site, clomping about. Here we go. Look, just like an elephant. No offense to Cheetah Den or Mirror. Now this could be big. Cheetah Den can hear that something's going on out there on that window. Is he going to run out and get a pick, or is he just going to stay at that doorway? It doesn't matter because Davin has moved up to the floor, to the roof rather. I was going to say floor. Oh no! Clazo takes down Nursing with a C4. Ooh. That must have been from down below. That is a pre-placed C4, I would hazard a guess. As Davin does take down Clazo, gets that refrag for his teammate. And he's actually already starting to push towards site. He doesn't have to fuse it, but he's pushing towards site. There is a hole at the bottom of that wall. Davin sees it. He's going to drone it. But there is a signal jammer there. And that drone is going to need to be picked up. As Cheetah Den takes down Valley. Oh no! And Cheetah Den roaming as a 1-speed. Here's a second player coming in. Oh, he pre-fires the wall but doesn't hit the targets. Henry B playing as Ash. Tries to move in to get that pick, but he doesn't manage it. He's going to rotate downstairs, 4v1. And we have to say right now, this is looking very much like another round going to King's Creed. Henry B just going to take a timeout to talk to his teammates, and they're going to work out how they're going to attack this going forwards. They know the site rotation that's likely to be played here now by the King's Creed. It's going to be Bar and Cocktail, because it's the next site to get unlocked. Kitchen and Reading of Fire. So they know the site rotation that's going to come out. Davin will be able to sit, look at his strat book, and see how this is going to play. Let's take a look at what the boys here are doing. Manny just looking around. Sixer running around. 20 seconds remaining. Trigger fingers starting to get itchy for the King's Creed. They don't care if one of them dies, they just want that kill.
15 seconds to go.
Den desperately looking for it. Where is it? I know there's someone around here somewhere. I'm going to pre-fire him. I'm going to jump out the window. I'm going to get a kill. He's somewhere here. Let me go for it. Where is he?
5 seconds remaining. Defender has been
Pre-fire everything. He's got to be here. No! Henry B takes down Typhlo Ozon. Manages to pad his stats a little bit, but it's not enough. It's an impactless frag. And Athena win that last round there. I say that last round. That last round is in the last round that got played, not the last round of the game, obviously. It's round 3 of 12, possible 15. Bar and Cocktail is, sure enough, as everyone knows, is going to be the very next site to get played. Sorry, I just went completely silent there for a second.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright, so Bar and Cocktail, the next site to get played. We saw this being played once already by the King's Creed. They won it.
Bomb located by attackers.
So let's see if they will be able to win it again, or if Athena have seen enough to know exactly how to counter this. This was not an accidental setup. This was actually deliberate. This is really interesting that you set a mirror window up. I guess the idea is that this wall is eventually going to get opened, and that's where this then comes into play. So this is delay tactics, utility drainage. Once that utility is spent, you then got a mirror window to contend with. I guess that's the play. That's my understanding now, that that's what they're doing, which makes sense. I'm disappointed with myself that I didn't manage to pick that out the very first time that we saw this site get set up in this way. All right, Cheetah Den, yet again, playing downstairs. He's going to barricade off some doors to deny people from just pushing at him without his knowledge. Davin Atkins, the perfect counter to Pulse, knows that someone's down here because of these barricades and is going to start droning out. When is he going to find Pulse? That's the question. He's going to open up this doorway, getting ready to move in, using that G8. Now, intel is likely to go out that a player is there, because default cams will likely spot Davin. Oh no, Pulse knows that there's someone out here. He's going to pre-fire the window, but Nekwa is there with that powerful AK-74, and he gets that pick. Here's the AK-74, right? Wish it would tell you when you spectate. Window gets opened just to scare Nekwa, but Bandit is going to back out as Valley gets his drone taken down. We can see Havana here. Wait a minute. Was that? That was Ash, I think, in the Christmas outfit. You gotta love it. You gotta love the Christmas outfit. All right, in drops Athena. Davin goes first. Nekwa is coming in straight after him. Valley is on drones. Nurtink has dropped in and is already in piano. As Henry B is droning out, finds that there's no one in there except for the one player behind Pixel. There he is. Drone gone. And Henry's going to drop and join his team. Now the challenge here is going to be... Oh no, Cheetah Den has left the game and we cannot get a repost at this point. 4v5, things just suddenly got easier. Oh no, it didn't, because he was dead anyway. He was dead anyway. Alright, Clayzo takes some damage here at the hands of someone with a gun. Manny takes down Valley IG, 4v4. Mirror window is open. Davin Atkins starting to push through yellow. Through that doorway from Pixel. Oh no! no! Mira with the pre-fires through that wall takes down Henry B, but Davin is there with a powerful G8, just peppering that wall with bullets. He manages to down Manny and get that kill. Nursing claims another one, and it's now a 2v2 with Nursing here peeking Pixel, but he gets taken out. Davin refrags 1v1. Davin versus Manny, whereas Manny, he is playing here, watching the bathroom. He's going to chuck a gas grenade. Intel has to go out. Davin's going to have a rough idea of where he is now that he's seen that gas grenade. Davin giving away his position with the gunfire. Manny knows roughly where he's coming from. He still thinks he's coming from the bathroom. He's going to look at the bathroom, but Davin is over here. Davin has that mirror window to use to his advantage. And there we go. So ultimately, that mirror window played against the benefit of the TKC. All right, we are going to do a little pause while we wait for Cheetah Den to come back in. Bear with me. Alright, so TKC, one rehost. We are not rehosting, but it still counts as like a single rehost. Alright, he is in. Let's just wait until we see him properly load up. There we go. We can unpause and let them start picking operators. There we go. Alright, we are ready to go. That was a win to Athena, so that is their first win. Sorry guys, I was just sorting out, guys and girls, just sorting out all of that business. Alright, what kind of setup are we going to get? We have double reinforcement, double reinforcement, double reinforcement. What utility is going to go down to deny these walls? We have bandit batteries, do we? Yes, we do. And we also have signal jammers. So we are going to get a double bandit battery here on the main wall.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
And a double bandit battery here over here. And Manny is going to sit in VIP yet again. This is becoming a very popular position. I've been experiencing players do this in ranked lately as well, with like 1 or 2 people stacking up in this room. Alright. So Davin gets picked off early by Sixer, but he is refragged by Henry B. That is on the top floor already. Players from Athena are in control with Cheetah Den just there on the red stairs. It looks like he was going to come up, but decided not to. And Nerdsync is going to get on the drones, start looking around to see what he can find. Gas grenade goes out. And Henry B is going to find another way to get to where he wants to go. He knows that gas grenades are coming from somewhere down there. He's going to drop over, see if he can find this player. But there are no players here on this floor. They are downstairs. So first floor and second floor control firmly in the grasp of Athena. As air jabs are down, and we are starting to see the vertical destruction come out now as Nursing and Henry B are both down one breaching round. Nursing takes down Manny now, 4v3. Now, Manny being off the board, that is huge. He only had 1 gas grenade left anyway, but that is very good smoke denial. Or gas grenade denial, plant denial rather. bullets. Bound actually to get taken down, and then Nekwa finishes off Klezo through those holes as Klezo tries to peek it. Nerdsync on drones. Typhlosion moving into freezer. Oh, excuse me. Going to chuck that C4, but there's no one there to get a pick. As Typhlosion's going to continue looking through these holes. Cheetah Den C4ing on the stairs there. Nekwa manages to back out just in the nick of time. Kochek is where he's going to go to now. He's going to see that little pixie running around the side there. Henry B gets taken down with a headshot, and Den is going to go for the master flanks. There's an air jab here yet again. He's going to try to take it out. He is successful, but the drone spots him, and he is going to back out. Great flank drone watch there coming out from Athena, completely denying what could have been an absolute catastrophe there for Athena. Now we can see the shadow there. Typhlosion's going to peek it with a shotgun, but Nerdsync with the crouch spam. L8 just pops him right in the head, takes him down. Cheetah Den is here on the flanks. It's not known. Valley starting to plant, but Den is there. He gets that pick. Diffuser in the hands of Cheetah Den, but the calls are going to go out. Athena will know exactly where he is. They've got 20 seconds left to go. He's in the freezer. He is spotted at the last moment. That's the triple kill for Den. Nekwa Instinct, last man standing. 1v1. Nekwa full health. Cheetah Den very low. He's looking the wrong way. Nekwa manages to get that kill, and that is a round on the board for Athena. All right, so Athena's starting to gain that traction again. Now we had a good hold there from the King's Creed, but Athena managed to slowly work their way through it this time. Took them a little bit longer than they would have wanted to, probably lost more bodies than they would have wanted to. Cheetah Den, as always, loving a good flank. And it paid off to a degree, but he was the last man standing, and he just couldn't do what he needed to clutch it up, unfortunately. If he had just looked the other way, if he had the intel on where Nekwa was coming from, that probably would have been his round, to be fair. He could have held that angle on the door. But as it was, he didn't have the intel needed.
And defuse as many bombs as they can.
And it went Nekwa Instinct's way. Now, the last site to get played here on the first half is going to be Bar and Cocktail. TKC have played here twice already. They've lost it once and won it once. Let's remind ourselves of the stats for this site. Bar and Cocktail, 39% attacker favoured, which means that this should go to defence. And that will put the defence, or that will put TKC rather, 4-2 up at the end of the first half. We're going to have Cheetah Den placing down his black eyes over here in the corner, somewhere on the wall where we're not allowed to see it because the camera just doesn't allow it. Typhlosion's going to back out, put some reinforcements up. And this time, we have no mirror, so we're not going to see the same setup that we had before. Clearly, TKC have realised, hey, that mirror window, that kind of screwed us over in that last round. Let's not do that again. I mean, it's one of those situations where sometimes it's going to pay off, sometimes it's not. Just because it fails once doesn't mean it will fail the next time. Any strat could work 9 times out of 10. Klezo opens that door and backs out. Davin is aware of it. Klezo prepping it, ready for a little bit later. Davin heads up to the roof. Nekwa Instinct watching the default angles down there on the red stairs, making sure that no one's going to come up and get him. Oh, there is a player right here behind the shield. Nekwa knows that he's there. He's going to throw down the air jab to deny the rotates or the flanks. A second air jab here would knock that player behind the shield out of position, but the shield is just going to get taken down. Forget moving him out of position, just take out the shield. Typhlosion is going to sit here under the piano. Don't know that they have the intel here. Davin runs in. Takes a lot of damage, but Typhlosion takes just as much. Davin does go down. Nekwa is there for the refrag. But also, we see that Cheetah Den is there for the refrag. And that is just a refrag fest. Refrag fest. It's not an easy one, people. It's not an easy one. 4v3. Bullet holes get... Oh! Nerdsync just pre-fires the bullet hole absolutely spot on. Was that a yellow ping? Or was that just absolute genius? Who knows? Klezo gets taken down by Henry B. Pre-fire's going to bathroom. That's the second one for Henry B. The last player is in bathroom. He's going to rotate out into the cocktail area. Henry B is here. Is he going to get this last pick? He lays down. He's watching the doorway. He hears the bullets. He sees the player. He shoots the bullets. But Valley is there. Takes that kill with the G8, I think that was. No, sorry, Type 89 of Hibana. Oh no! Right over the top of Henry's noggin. And that is round Athena, making it 3-3 at the end of the first half, which, you know what? That's exactly where we found ourselves at this point in time on the very last map. Briszak doesn't like anyone on free elo. It is a official news, breaking news, everyone. Briszak does not dislike anyone on free elo. Now you do open up a question there, Zach, where I think you're suggesting there are players on these two teams that you don't like, and I'm curious. I kind of want to ask who they are, but at the same time, I don't really want you creating a storm in chat. So don't tell us who it is. Just keep it to yourself. Don't tell us. I know you're sitting there. You're probably gagging to type out who you have beef with. I know. I know it's not Davin. I know you love Davin. We know that because you talk about him all the time. So I'm curious as to who else it could be, but I don't want you to tell us. Bye, Kane. Thank you very much for coming. All right. Let's take a look at the setup that's going to come out from Athena here, where it is a bar and cocktail hold. We have Maestro playing a standard Maestro cam right here. Where's the second? Where's the second? It'd be good if you could just snap to utility. There should be an option to snap to utility. Got Henry B playing up here on Bandit. He normally likes a Jaeger, but he's going to play Bandit. He's going to open up the windows. Pre-fire's coming out through the windows. Not going to get a pick because Henry is just nowhere near close enough. And there we have Cheetah Den playing on Blackbeard. That is most unusual. Don't often see Cheetah Den playing on the old Blackbeard. Nekwa running around. Valley walking around. Nerdsync looking around. Henry B spinning around. And Davin standing around. Okay. Hatch is open. That is red hatch. They're going to go and open up that second hatch now. Oh! Oh my god. It sounded like he actually hit Henry there, but pretty much no health is lost. Yellow pin going out to drone. That's just what you need. As Nerdsync is going to be playing behind the bar. Now, we have most of the players from TKC rappelling up to the roof. Both hatches are open. Cheetah Den is going to be peeking onto that doorway, but he's not going to see anything. He's going to move to Skylight as Sixer takes down Henry B. That is Bandit out of commission. The battery's already down, so all that gets lost is an absolutely awesome gun because the MP7 is very, very tasty. I like it. Necro Instinct does take down Clazo, which is the hard breach. Now, on this site, that's a bit of an oof because that is going to completely stop anyone from opening up this wall, which forces TKC to come in through this doorway, which can just be quick peeked by Davin Atkins. But at the same time, it can be easily peeked by the attackers because this is a very, very slim doorway. Six are joining up bathroom, finding that no one's there as Davin has rotated back into the freezer. Now, oh! Someone shoots down that breaching charge. Who was it? Was it Davin? It was Davin, I'm sure of it. They know where Davin is. Sixer is on the other side of that wall. He's going to peek it and pre-fire all the time here now as Nekwa gets taken down by Cheetah Den. Manny is a second one to drop. And we are going to see Nursing drop down to rotate up white. They know where Davin is. He is stuck in here between a leg of lamb and an ADS. Grenades are going in. Guns are going in. And that is Davin taken down. Nerdsync on the flank takes down Cheetah Den. Plant is going to be successful. It's not going to get denied here as Nerdsync cannot get one more pick. That goes to Typhloozon, and that is another round on the board for TKC. Now, I said that was leg of lamb in the freezer. Obviously, the legs of lamb are actually downstairs in the kitchen. Upstairs, it's bottles. It's probably not even a freezer because the bottles would just freeze. The wine would get solid. So it's probably more of a fridge. I called it a freezer. It's a fridge. We make mistakes. We move on. Bar and Cocktail is the next site to get played by Athena. They were not successful on it. In attempt number 1, they are going to attempt to be successful on their second go. Alright, so Zach calling out 30% of the players on the teams. Don't hate on haters, right? Is that what we're doing? Right, bar and cocktail.
Attackers need to
Let's take a look
locate
at the
and
scoreboard.
defuse
There
as
we
many
go.
bombs as they
We can see Den and Six are up there at the top with 8 kills each. They're going to be happy about that. In fact, it's almost like they're the same player. 8, 1, and 5 each. Wowzers. All right, let's take a look at the setup that we are getting here. We got nursing, double reinforcement, no rotates here at all. Bandit batteries going down to deny anyone from pushing in through that bathroom. Very common push. Getting an opening into this backstage, or back bar rather, back store, back. I think it's called back store. There it is. It's the beer and the wine here in the fridge. Is a very strong position because it gives you control over here and allows you to take control of cocktail and also default plant. So very strong position this. Henry is going to stick here in piano or cigar lounge as it is actually known. We got 3 Banshees set up. This is just a long walk of pain for any attackers that come this way. Blackbeard being played by Cheetah Den yet again. He is going to be shooting wildly through the window to try and open it. He does now get that open. He's rocking that nice purple hollow and attachment set. I so wish I had unlocked that. Oh, Sixer takes a load of damage as he opens up the hatch there. That was obviously from a pre-placed C4. 25 health now. As Davin is going to sit here watching, waiting for drones. Henry B sitting on the window. And every player is basically on site, except for these 2 shallow roamers up here. No one on second, no one on first, everyone up here on third. Henry B waiting at this window for someone to rappel upside down on it. Are the batteries there? The batteries are there, but it doesn't really matter because there is... Oh, there is hard breach. This is a different round. Henry B knows there's a player on that window. He's peeking, waiting for the face. He knows there's someone there. He's just biding his time. Frag grenade goes out. That's going to take down Davin. Well played to Sixer. Nekwa gets 2 quick picks, though. And that is no point in Henry peeking that window anymore. But Nekwa is refragged 3v3. I wish I'd seen those 2 kills from Nekwa. I can only assume it was a run out. Henry is now spotted by the drone of Clazo. He is going to have to move as Cheetah Den makes his way up. Manny watching the stairs as Clazo does take down Henry B. Maybe he shouldn't have moved. Clazo rocking that charm. There we go. EMPs go out. That is going to make this walk along this hallway a lot easier for the King's Creed as Valley is going to reload here in Cocktail Nursing. Playing bar backstore. Drone checks him out. Makes his way out. Wall gets open. Oh, Blackbeard is spotted. And Nursing not quite sure what to do. Spins around trying to find his positioning as we have all 3 players from the King's Creed now coming in from different angles. Cheetah Den from New Hatch. Clazo sitting here, probably going to white. As Manny could easily get flanked here by Valley. He does get flanked, but he doesn't get killed as Nursing manages to take down Cheetah Den. 2v2 now. Nursing does a load of damage to Manny. He pulls out the pistol. He turns away at just the wrong time, but Maestro is there to take him from behind. It's Valley with the Alder, the most powerful gun in the game, most likely. He turns, he looks away, waiting. Oh, the player's right there to the right-hand side. And that Alder just cannot be stopped as Clazo runs round. He makes the good play with the stun grenade, but it goes too far out. Valley survives it. And these 2 old stablemates from Inevitable Gaming come face to face. And the 81 bullet Alder just shreds Clazo's face right off. An intense 1v1. Hey, Killer Dog is looking for a group if anyone's interested. Bring back Insane Kane. Woken laughing at Clazo's gold go forward charm. Reading room and fireplace to the next site to get played by Athena. Might be a surprise to TKC. They will probably expect a bottom floor hold.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. discovered the location of a bomb.
Alright, so we are going to get a top floor hold here coming out for Reading Room and Fireplace, which is to be expected. Davin up here along with Henry B. Now, we have seen Athena get very aggressive on this map lately, but they're managing to curtail that a little bit. We saw what I suspect was a run out from Nekwa. I assume it was from this doorway, and he got 2 picks but got refragged. But we are seeing a bit more reservation here from Athena in this one. But there is a lot on the line.
Drone is ready.
Right, Blackbeard is up there on that new hatch, on that new balcony window, a heaven window. He's going to take down that goo mine that Davin just dropped. Window does get open. Davin is going to have to start being careful about his positioning. He'll be able to hear the rappel. So if Manny makes his way in, he will know about, or Cheetah Den rather, it's Cheetah Den who's going to go downstairs.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
And he's going to hold an angle. I'm not going to be reading messages while I'm casting, Zach, but thank you for trying. And Manny takes down Davin. It is a 5v4 now.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Diffuser gets dropped. It's picked up by Clazo. They have control of the top floor, but Valley takes down Clazo from below with that C4. Valley versus Clazo again, and Valley wins it.
Attackers have dropped the bomb
GG to Valley. Cheetah Den checking his cams. Sixer upstairs doing all sorts of damage. Manny doing the very same, opening up all the possible angles above the site here as Nekwa takes down Sixer with that powerful Vector. Pre-fires. Oh, he manages to down Henry B, but does he know it? No points are there. Henry B is just going to move to the side to get to safety. He's not going to be able to get picked up. And Cheetah Den is going to want to move in to try and get this kill. He pre-fires onto all the possible angles that he can. 3v3, essentially. As Henry B is not going to get revived at this point. No way. Jose as Typhlosion takes down Nekwa. 3v2. That's that kill there for Cheetah Den. Den does take a lot of damage. After he gets it, he's going to run out. And they've got 15 seconds to get into sight with Diffuser. Manny has it. He is in sight. Valley is up above. He's going to be able to deny it. He sees where it is. He opens fire. He takes him down. Valley up above with a clutch. He just has to wait. He manages to have... Oh, Typhlosion's picked it up. Just has to deny it now. Where is it? He doesn't know where it is. It's on the other side via the rotates. Valley 1v2. And this is looking like it could very likely be a TKC round. Free fire in the possible position. Stun grenade goes out. He's now going to know roughly where one player is. Free fires. He knows exactly where he is now. Typhlosion just flicking backwards and forwards. Cheetah Den just waiting. And that's it. That is a TKC round. Well played to them for a very strong take. All right. Let's take a look at that nice single replay that I managed to capture. Did that not work? Oh, I did it wrong. There we go. All right.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
5-4 right now. Advantage to TKC as we see kitchen and service being the next site to get played. How did he let him get diffuser? He kind of had to, just for the fact that if he'd have stayed there, he would have got taken down by that last player that was there looking through that hole, I reckon. He's low on ammo. I feel like Valley didn't have much choice but to move away. It's a tough one. Plazo carrying diffuser again, playing on the hard reach. We've got Davin Atkins running around. 5-4 with TKC 1 round away from match point. Valkyrie camera is going to go down. But I don't know where. Alright, Manny droning out the bakery. Plazo getting ready to rappel down and do some work. Sixer rappelling up, ready to do some work. Cheetah Den getting ready to push into the bakery. Sees the head. This is not something that Legion wants to peek. Cheetah Den takes him down. That is the challenge we're playing in that position. Okay, did catch it. That is the challenge we're playing in that position, and it has been denied completely by the man with the shield in front of his face. Valley trying to take down that drone, but he fails. C4 is going to get prepped. It's not going to go out just yet. And now Hibana is going to open up prep to open up the angle to watch Valley. And this wall is going to get successfully opened by Hibana, as the batteries are down. Air jabs are going out. Very heavy push here through bakery. 5-man push. Typhloozon is going to actually make his way around, though, to the freezer side. Look through the drone hole. You can't actually get kills through there. I don't think. Anyway, 3 players playing off-site. 1 player, Davin Atkins, playing up above. Now, he could be very important here. If they had some holes here, Davin could actually deny from above the plant. But he is going to rotate downstairs. Now, that's where we saw Typhloozon heading to. Typhloozon droning everything out. Now we are actually seeing TKC go in to get that vertical control. All right, so they don't have enough holes open. Oh no, Nursing takes down Clazo. That is diffuser dropped in bakery. That is a big unfortunate, as Cheetah Den is there just firing through the walls. 4v4. Sixer opening up above. That's going to possibly do some damage to the player down below, but it doesn't. They get away with it. Diffuser is picked up by Typhloozon. Davin Atkins coming around to prep, and he managed to take him down. That is diffuser dropped yet again. C4 has been pre-placed somewhere, which is still in the hands of Valley, who could set it off at any time he likes to get a pick. And there it is. Davin Atkins takes down Cheetah Den. Sixer is coming around now to prep. He's going to push. That reload is going to hurt Davin a little bit as he stands there, waits. Sixer gets that pick. 2v3. Diffuser picked up yet again. TKC just picking up loads of points here for diffuser pickups. Maestro Cam is going to deny Sixer. It's going to run out of fuel. The red ping, is it enough to deny the plant with a gun? Oh no, from behind. Maestro gets taken down by Manny. It is a 2v2 post-plant situation as Valley goes down. Henry B, last man standing, playing as Wamai. Manny, very low on health. Sixer, very low on health, but Sixer manages to get that 2k and puts another round on there for the King's Creed, making it 6-4 match point. I told you this map would be a good one. And we are seeing one hell of a fight coming out here. Bar and Cocktail is going to be the next site to get played by Athena. They have won it 50% of the times. 50%. So this is touch and go regarding who could actually win this one. All right. Clazo is going to 6-pick Hibana and go on to Thermite. There's a lot of great plays from Athena there, and a few misplays
Attackers need to locate and
from
defuse
TKC, losing their gunfights. But Sixer came in at the end there, along with one of his teammates, getting that plant, managing to hold it successfully. Well played to TKC for bringing it back. Hey, Jamora in the stream, welcome. Alright, Davin putting out the black eyes, opening up some windows, ready to bait out a possible spawn peek. Is he going to peek, or is he just scaring King's Creed? That's the question. Alright, so we've got 2 players spawning over at the Christmas market. And we've got 3 players spawning at River Docks, making their way up to the roof. That is Sixer, Klezo, Cheetah Den, just watching the window, just in case. He's going to make his way in through the bottom there. Just opens up a little hole and just snakes his way in. There he is, just slowly walking around. Hasn't got his shield up yet. Actually, he might have it up, I don't know. It's hard to tell when you're ADS'd. Oh, yeah, it is up. We can see it around the bottom, actually. It's not hard to tell at all. Right, Leisure making his way down White Stairs. As we hear the gunfire going out, but there is no one here to really worry about. Sixer takes down Henry B, though. Playing behind that little bar again. Hasn't worked out well there for Henry B whatsoever. 5v4 now. With Cheetah Den still downstairs, making his way towards White. And we do know that Necro Instinct is there, rotating his way up and down. Valley holding a pretty standard mirror window here to try and deny the default plant by the bar. Sees the player, knows where he is. He's going to give the yellow pings probably, as Nekwa sits here. And he's going to get that intel to know if anyone is pushing that pixel doorway. Sixer is there, waiting for his moment. Klezo's going to spot the drone, give that call to his teammate. I'd be surprised if we see Sixer walk into that now. Because he has the intel, because it was given to him by his teammate. No doubt. Valley watching that mirror window. Nekwa pre-firing. Trying to bait someone out, perhaps. Davin Atkins downstairs, waiting for a hot flank. Nursing, just sitting here on this other mirror window. As the player on cocktail window opens fire onto it. Cheetah Den taking a bit of damage from that goo mine. Sixer goes down at the hands of Necro Instinct. 4v4. Manny holding an angle here down onto cocktail. Very standard position. Needs to watch himself. Typhlosion is watching all the way through to Freezer, but I don't think there's anyone actually in there. No, there isn't. Nursing playing here at the top of White, just holding very carefully. Henry B needs to be on the intel game for Athena to give calls to his team, letting them know exactly where people are based on cams. But how many cams are up? That is the question. We don't know. Drones are going out. 40 seconds remaining. Klezo watching this long angle onto the doorway as Manny takes a load of damage. He's going to have to back out. That was Mira doing that work. Klezo takes a load of damage as well. Klezo is in a planting. Nekwa gets that double kill. But where is that plant? Plant is denied by Davin Atkins, 2v4. Cheetah Den takes down Nursing, 2v3 now. Both players from TKC very low in health as Cheetah Den runs in. He doesn't have a diffuser. And he goes down at the hands of Mira. Cheetah Den, last man standing, manages to get 1 kill onto Nekwa, but it's not enough as Valley gets his second. And that is round Athena. And they are not out of the count just yet. We are going to see one more round get played. Only Xbox Siege. See, that's the thing people say, oh, it's only Siege Xbox, it doesn't matter. To people that are doing stuff and spending their life on these things, it kind of does matter. There's people out there getting paid for this. So, I mean, you know, you guys are here competing for a prize pool of whatever. It's only Xbox Siege. Something people put time into, people care about. Alright, Reading Room and Fireplace, the last site to get played here by Athena. They could have gone back to Kitchen, but they've decided not to. They've gone back to Reading Room and Fireplace, the site that they have played once, and they have won it once. You know, I've noted down that we've played Kitchen once, just once for Athena, but I feel like we played it more than that. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. All right, let's see what we will get come out here. This is Athena playing for overtime. They have to win this round in order to take a chance of winning this game. If they don't win this, this is all or nothing for them right now, this round. Well, that's not all. It's half or nothing. Lose this round, they walk away with nothing except a spot in Season 2, which is still very, very important. Holes getting opened up down below. Oh, we can see Valley open up even more holes to allow even more access. I would say there was probably a lack of holes in the exact spot they needed them in that last round that they played on this site. Plazo's going to rappel up to the roof. All of them rappelling up to the roof, getting ready for a top-down take. I say all of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. Don't know where the last one is. Cheetah Den is over here on his own, running around, pre-firing windows, I would guess. And doorways. Sixer going onto drones, going off the drones. Plazo going onto drones. Manny not on drones. Typhlo's on, throwing down stuff and going onto drones. Drone work coming in here from TKC as they cut off the rotates there on red stairs. Manny's going to be droning out Cocktail, Plazo, and another drone droning out the same place. Sixer opens up that window, knows it's clear, ready to go in. Go in, he does. Davin and Henry are the only 2 players up here on Cocktail. Let's see how long they can hold this for. They got a mirror window, they got a hatch open. Sixer getting ready to push down White. He makes his way down. Henry B is ready and waiting. He turns away. He hears the feet. Oh, and he turns around and he gets that headshot. And he gets a second onto Thermite. That's Clazo down. That's Diffuser down. And that is big advantage right now to Athena. Well plays Henry B, who's going to back out very quickly. Typhlo's makes his way down. And I think we may well get overtime here, though. Cheetah Den does take down Necwa Instinct. Let's watch and see what he's doing. He is just pushing the site head on. He is just going for kills. He has had enough. Manny has picked up the diffuser. And TKC now have top floor control, so they could move into site at some point, get that plant with no fear of anything from up above stopping them. Nursink's holding those white stairs. Henry will be on site with Valley, watching where the default plant is. There's no need to sit in reading room of fireplace. Sorry, to sit in fireplace, because you can watch it from the other site. That's why all the effort goes here into reading room, as the diffuser has been dropped just in case. Typhlo's on stopping the rotates there. And that is Manny managing to take a kill, but he does get refragged. 2v3. Diffuser dropped upstairs. 45 seconds remaining. Drone goes down, gets taken out. That was from the window. Typhlo's is upstairs getting that diffuser. Den repels in. He's going to try to get control from up above, just like Manny did. He's ready to drop into laundry. Drop he does. Is it heard by the player that is out there? Nurdsink hears it. He is watching that doorway just in case. Nurdsink, Valley rather, is watching and he gets that kill. Typhlo's last man standing upstairs. A lot of work here to do. 3 kills to find. He's got the diffuser. 15 seconds. He's going to pre-peek stuff. He manages to get that kill onto Davin Atkins. Davin didn't need to be looking at that. He sees the shield. He sees the mirror window. But Nurdsink there behind that shield manages to get that last kill. And we are going to overtime. I told you this would be a great map to watch. Oh my god, these 2 teams right now. All right, overtime. Both teams won 50% of their attack rounds and 50% of their defend rounds. We now go into overtime, where we're going to see Athena starting on attack. Now, based on stats for this game, I can't say which side was more successful on attack because they were both 50-50. So this could go any way. Arguably, you could say it should go to TKC because potentially Athena lose this round and then TKC win their defensive round, win their attacking round. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. I would say Athena have probably looked stronger on defense. I don't know, it's a tough one. I mean, they won. Both teams won 3 in a row. Athena won 3 in a row on attack. And King's Greed won 3 in a row on defense. When it came to the second half, it was a 1 win, 1 loss, 2 wins, 2 loss. there's a bit more backwards and forwards. So this is a really tough one to call right now. All I know is this should be a very good overtime. Clazo is going to be setting up standard positions along with everyone else on his team. Same setup that we have seen previously. And King's Creed reverting back to having a mirror window here on this wall, waiting to take anyone who opens up this wall opposite. Typhlosion sitting here on Pixel Peak, sending out the magnet. That's going to stop one bit of utility. That's right there on the wall. Just in case anyone missed it, there it is right there on the wall. You can see it. All right? So we know. Don't know where his second one is. He has used one already, so that's 2 that are out, but I don't know where that second one is. We're not going to try and find it. It's going to be pointless. ADS here on the mirror window makes sense. ADS here by flanks. That makes sense as well. Let's see what's going to happen here. Necro shooting through that window. And Athena needs to be very careful here not to throw away lives. This is exactly the same as TKC. Both teams here need to not make silly plays if they want to win. What is... Okay, so that's a bit of glass. Manny... Oh, okay. I thought Manny was going to try to jump out. And I thought, you can't jump out of there, can you? But you can jump out of there. Oh, Clazo sees the head, but he doesn't shoot. He knows there's someone there, but he wasn't going to get it, so he waited to hold his position. Athena have no idea he is there. This could be a real power play for Clazo if he can sit this out long enough. And I think he probably does have the patience to sit it out long enough. Henry B is the most likely player to fall into this trap. Here he is. He turns around. There he is. But he gets... Oh, Clazo, why are you sitting there waiting so long to take that shot? Kill goes to Henry B. That was not the way that was supposed to work, Clazo. Oh, my God. Valley. Moving in with his team. Nerdsync. Looks like we get... Oh no, Sixer takes down Necro Instinct. 4v4 now. Is there a call as to where that came from? Does Necro even know where it came from? We got a player on Shaiko. Ironically, it is Jaeger, who is very low on health. Jaeger is going to drop. He's going to go for a flank. Is that going to be heard? That's the magic question, as we are going to see Nerdsync possibly get caught out by that drop. If he moves too close to that barrier, he's going to get taken down by Sixer. No, he's not, because Sixer has backed out. Valley just peeking everything. Too much time spent peeking here by Athena as Sixer comes around and takes down Darren Atkins. There was that flank up white. It paid off very well for him. They need to watch out for this and have their flank drones being watched as Cheetah Den is down below. Again, playing a 1-speed, waiting for those flanks. Why would you not put someone who's going to play on site on mirror? Cheetah Den takes down Nerdsync. How does Nerdsync not know that there is a big heavy mirror just walking right at him? That Sixer playing on Pixel Peak, taking that triple kill. Valley goes down. Henry B, last man standing, manages to take down Zofia. Manages to take down Smoke. Or Mute, rather. But he's not going to be able to get up in time as Sixer, I think that was the 4K. Gets around on the board for his team, making it 7-6. And now we find ourselves in the position where both teams just need this round. Well, they don't both just need this round. Athena need 2 rounds in a row. Hey, thank you for the follow, Risks. Athena need to win the next 2 rounds. And King's Creed just need 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. Reading Room Fireplace is going to get played again. By Athena. This could be a huge big brain play for them, or it could backfire spectacularly. Spectacularly is actually the right way to say that. Correcting myself. So let's see how this is going to work out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright, let's see if Athena can hold this together for 1 round to take us to max overtime, or if the King's Creed are just going to storm in and do damage. Cheetah Den playing his favourite IQ with the G8s. He is going to be looking to gun. Sixer playing on Sledge for upstairs damage, so it looks like we are getting a plan here for a top floor take, get control of the top. Hey, Manny saving his Twitch drone, bringing that back. Hey, there we go. Hey, Typhlo is on. How's your drone doing? Yeah, doing good, thank you. Manny, not sure what's going on. There we go. Sees his drone, picks it up. Well played. Players are just running forward. I should have been looking for the spawn peaks here, but Athena, at this point, not looking to risk lives unnecessarily. Henry B might have tried something there, I don't know. Davin's going to come up and support him. Hatch above train is reinforced. That's not going to be an easy take. Habana can get that open, but it's not going to be a straightforward take here for TKC. Drone is going to spot Davin, so they know where he is. Stun grenade goes out as a player drops. That's going to mask the sound of the drop. That looks like Sophia, but Sophia is not in play, so it's probably Twitch. It's not Twitch. I don't know who it is. Cheetah Den is going to be sitting here just waiting to frag. Necro Instinct going to be backing out here. Valley just watching cams. Nursing just sitting here on white stairs, just waiting patiently for stuff to throw gas grenades at. Henry B sitting here on a default mirror window. Necro Instinct down below just roaming around, but is IQ still down there waiting? No, she's gone up to the top floor. We are getting an attempt here at a top floor control still, as Henry B is there on his own along with Davin Atkins, who's just come to join him, but Davin's going to back out. Manny's going to drone just as that mirror window gets taken down. Cheetah Den now has control of bar along with Sixer, who's going to take control of the back of bar. Henry B pre-firing, getting ready to duck out now. Cheetah Den just pre-firing every possible angle. He's thinking, wait a minute, why is this railing still up? Normally this is broken, I can't cross. Henry B drops back to sight. Manny gets taken down. C4 gets pulled, doesn't do any damage. 4v5. Advantage Athena, but top floor control is in possession of TKC. Henry B watching very closely, manages to take down Sixer. 5v3. Big plays need to come out here from TKC now, as Clazo is looking for some picks from up above. Cheetah Den going to be running around trying to open up some more holes. He's right above nothing as he opens that up, and that is going to do no use to him whatsoever other than cut off 90. Valley is roaming around. Henry B takes down Clazo. 2v5 now. Cheetah Den taking gunfire. Necro Instinct finishes that kill, leaving Typhlosion all on his own, and we are going to get maximum overtime here. 25 seconds. Needs an ace. Not going to happen, my friend. Not going to happen. So this is an Athena round. Didn't even get one. Henry B takes him down. Flawless round for Athena. Maximum overtime. And we see Athena moving over onto attack. And TKC moving back to defense. This is literally anyone's game right now. Last round. This is for all the marbles. The winner of this round goes through to playoffs and secures a spot in the second season. If you're Athena, you already have that second part, but they don't have the first part. King's Creed are playing for both of them, so if anything, stakes here are actually higher for the King's Creed right now. Sixer, 17 kills to 10. Cheetah Den, 15 kills to 11. Much more even spread there for Athena, as Kitchen and Service is going to get played by the King's Creed. We saw them play this site twice on defense. They won it once.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
If anything, they should have gone to Reading Room and Fireplace, because they won it once. They played it once. 100% success rate. But I guess they feel like Kitchen and Service is just the more likely win. Let's take a look at the stats and see if they are right. As we look at the stats, 61% attacker favored. Well, we've seen the King's Creed defend this site now. If I just do some quick maths, 3 times. They've won it 50% of the time. By rights. By the rules of statistics, this round should go to Athena. Will King's Creed break that though? We see just players running upstairs madly. Cheetah Den heading right up to the top floor. Opening the hatch, getting ready for a C4 here. Classic C4. We know Den likes this, but you normally do it with Pulse. Is he going to get a pick? Nerdsync is actually going to repel or looking like he's going to rappel up there. He is going to rappel up here. Nerdsink. Nerdsink. Let's get nice and close. There it goes. Nerdsink hears it. Did he see it? Did he shoot it? There it goes. Nursing manages to avoid it. Well done, Nursing. Henry B takes a lot of damage, though, at the hands of Cheetah Den, and then gets killed. So he managed to throw that C4, detonate it, and then get a quick frag onto Henry B. Well played to Cheetah Den. What more could you ask for? And that's a big gun off the board for Athena. Early advantage going to TKC. Typhlo's playing back here, kitchen service, watching drones, or cams rather, not drones, because we don't have drones. There's no Mozzie in play. Davin Atkins playing on IQ, repelling up to the top floor. Nose is clear, going to move in. Necro Instinct, droning train. Valley, droning top, droning in Davin. Davin knows it's clear, going to make his way down white stairs. Nertic on white stairs already. He knows even better than the drone of whoever that was. I forgot who it was now. Valley, that it's clear. So therefore Davin knows it's safe. Alright, so every player now from the King's Creed is down on site, except for Sixer, who's playing in Kochek. Very common position for Jaeger, but Cheetah Den is going to move around into Small Bakery and back up his man there in Kochek. As we have 3 players here doing vertical damage. Davin watching the flanks. Oh no! Valley tries to get that hatch open, but it gets denied by the electricity. Grenade is going to go off, take down that Electro Claw. Second set of Excaris are going to go out. That is not going to get denied this time. No, there is a second Electro Claw. No, there isn't. I'm lying. That's just a 2, though. That's not going to open it up. Valley has to pop it a second time, and that hatch will now get opened. Typhlo's is going to stay in SMWD position. That hatch is now open, allowing the freezer drop. 50 seconds remaining. 3 players on site. Cheetah Den goes down at the hands of Necro Instinct. Sixer still playing in Kochek. Very strong position. He sees Nomad. He sees IQ. But he takes down IQ. Well played there to Sixer. 4v3, but Sixer is on 1 bit of health. Typhlo's takes a load of damage. Gas grenades go out. 33 seconds left to go. Nursing is in the freezer. Valley is coming down to Bar. Necro takes down Sixer. 3v3. 25 seconds to go. Necro gets refragged. 1 tap from Plazo onto the head. Is the call going to go out so we know where that was from? Nursing pushes in. Does a load of damage to Bandit, but not enough to kill him. Valley moves in, gets that kill. Clazo is down. Manny, last man standing. Diffuser is getting planted. Manny is in. He knows where the plant is going down. He doesn't deny it. He tries to... Oh no, he goes for the knife and he misses it. Nursing gets that frag. Oh my word. Round Athena. Athena take the win. How does Athena get away with that? That is going to go down in history for Manny as being the time. I don't like to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. GG to both teams for an incredible game. Game of the week. I knew it would be. Wow. That was unfortunate for TKC. All I can say is GG to both teams. That is the 2-0 for Athena. That's what they needed. They've made it to playoffs. I don't know what to say. I'm going to have to interview Davin, and I've got no idea what to say. I'm going to be relying on him to... cover most of this interview, I think. And I'm going to want to get that interview as quickly as possible. So that we can capture that enthusiasm from the man himself. Because we do know Davin is a very enthusiastic young man. Alright, let's go to the old Discord chat. Let's invite him. I need to enable that. I need to get him in here. And Davin, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Oh, hold on. It would help if I did this. I need to change my headset over. The excitement is too much. Davin, are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, you're very quiet. Are you like 1,000 meters away from your phone?
Is that any better?
You're using like a laptop microphone or something, aren't you?
Let me check.
Hold on. Right, if you try again.
Hello.
Hello. All right. It's not ideal, but we can hear you. Not like you normally are, but we can hear you, so it's all good.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was one hell of a match. Thank you very much for putting up a great fight there against TKC. GG to both of you. That was an incredible game to watch. I knew it would be, especially if that first map went your way. I knew map 2 was going to be awesome. Maximum overtime. We couldn't ask for any more as spectators. So GG to Athena. How are you guys feeling? You made it to playoffs.
Absolutely fucking ecstatic.
Okay.
Can't believe it. I mean, how many times did we need to do a comeback in rounds on that last map? I mean, they had 2 match points and 3 match points, and we still managed to get it. Actually, 4 if you count 7-7. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm just not with it right now.
I mean, it was one hell of a thing to watch. It went 3-3 in both halves, and then you lost that first one, and then managed to win 2 in a row. So it's one hell of a comeback. Let's go through it sequentially. Let's be sensible here. Consulate, first map. Now, this was the map that was possibly the most important for King's Creed, arguably. They just needed that one to secure a place in the playoffs, and it would also put you guys in a position where there's nothing else you could do. Map 2 would have just been a practice and nothing would have happened. So that was arguably the most important map for King's Creed. If they'd lost it, which they did, it put them in a bit of a downer for map 2. That map, however, you came in 7-4 victory. How was that feeling for you when you got to that point?
I mean, it was fucking good, but I mean, we knew even if we won map 1, which we knew that they were putting a lot of their effort into map 1. We knew that even if we won it, like, they're not just gonna roll over and just give up. Like, we knew even if we get it, Cafe, everyone is decent and like enough at Cafe. They're gonna put up a fight. It's gonna be awkward, and they did. But I mean, we were very happy at the end of Consulate. We thought that was the big test. We didn't think Cafe would be as close. We made a lot of mistakes.
There are some, yeah.
Yeah, like forgetting to reinforce for would be a good example.
Oh, we didn't even see that one. Okay.
I think it's the very first round of top floor. We kill the hard breacher and everything, and then we all fall back to cocktail. We turn around and we see that freezer wall's soft. We like, yeah, that's an oops. We were very, very happy at the end of Consulate, though. We were very happy.
I've got to be honest, I don't think I've ever heard you as happy in an interview as all you've done is made it to playoffs, and I think you sound happier than even when I've interviewed you in the final. It started out rough. I mean, they got 3 rounds on you quite early in the game for Consulate. Did that tilt you guys at all? I mean, I think you guys are probably aware that you typically drop a couple of rounds at first anyway. So was it just, it's all right, guys, this is part of the course. Let's just push on. This is an important one. We need to win this. Let's just keep going. Or was there a bit of tilt that you had to correct with the guys? How was the lobby?
Well, we were a little annoyed because it wasn't that we were down that was the problem. It was the fact that we were gifting them rounds that was the problem.
Right.
Like I said, that soft wall, like when you turn around, you've dropped the hard breacher, you've got mine advantage, like everything suggests you're about to win the round, and you turn around and you realize that you've not reinforced 2 of the walls because everybody's like just switched off for a moment. It was just like, you just can't believe it. Like, you can't believe like there's such simple mistakes that you never ever make to then be costing you rounds. So we knew that we could always bring it back. We've done it many, many times. We did it again when we got, but a little annoyed at ourselves, but we knew we could correct them. Yeah.
Well, correct them you did, because you came back to win, the last 2 rounds of the first half, and then in the following 5 rounds, you only dropped one of them, so that was very well played. We saw King's Creed only play 2 sites on defense, so there wasn't really much there for you to really have to deconstruct. What was the prep like for this map? Because we've seen them play on Consulate before, but we haven't seen you play Oh no, we have seen you play Consulate. We saw you play against Frito, didn't we?
Yeah.
I lied. Apologies. So they did have VODs they could review. So what was the prep like?
Our prep for Consulate was fantastic. I mean, we have a very good team and system at Athena. We had a lot of preparation. We essentially knew exactly what they were going to do in terms of where they were going to play. All but one operator, because we banned Vigil, so we didn't know who's going to be their replacement. But we knew exactly what they were going to do, where they were going to play on all their defenses. They had points that give them away every single round. There was things that popped out and were like, oh, we know exactly what they're doing. This operator is going to be here. 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 If they lose, they'll do it again because that's typically what they always do. And yeah, we got it. It was great prep. Great prep got us through.
Yeah, it was certainly a good one. Did it throw you off at all that they had one player that wasn't expected? Because obviously Zico, I think, was probably the favourite, but then he couldn't make it. Well, actually, there was two, because Jamor was likely to play as well, but apparently he didn't turn up because he was sleeping, which is why his sixer came in after all. So it was a lineup that you weren't expecting at all. What were you guys thinking when you saw sixer joining instead of either Jamor or Zico? Was it like, oh no, here's sixer, or was it a case of, nah, this is just another game, doesn't matter?
We were way more concerned with Zico.
Right. He is
way
an
more
gunner.
concerned.
He is a gunner.
I don't think Sixer had a very good map, if I remember correctly, on Consulate. He did play very well on Cafe, however. But we weren't concerned with him, really, without sounding too much like a dick. But we know that Zico, particularly on a G8, can swing things very well, and he has those moments to drop a lot of kills. Yep. This was another big factor of why we were a little nervous for map 1, and we knew that we had to put a lot of effort into it, because Zico's past, he's often played one map and then left if things went bad. So we were expecting him today. We were relieved when we didn't see him on the lineup.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
compliment for Zico if he's watching.
Yeah.
All right, so you took map 1. That was the key one. Which meant both teams had map 2 to play, everything to play for, and that's the one that I knew was going to be good. And sure enough, we got maximum overtime, level pegging all the way, 3 wins, 3 losses. And then the next time it came to pretty much backwards and forwards. What was the mindset, or what was the team like going into Cafe? We saw a switch from Kickswar to Henry B. Did that disrupt you for a bit with the change in, not momentum, motivation, I guess? Or that's not really the right word either. You know what I mean? You've built up you built up a team in that first map and then you change it. Did that affect you guys at all, or did it help, or how did that go going into Cafe?
It did affect us because we were using kicks he was being quite aggressive on the later rounds of Consulate, and he was playing really well to step in, get double kills and stuff, and it took him a few rounds to get there, but he'd clicked of what we needed him to do, and he was doing it really well. And it's not like Henry played bad, because he didn't.
No.
It was different because Henry's naturally more passive than kicks. So there's a few rounds where we were a little hesitant because we didn't have kicks who would be able to run in and stuff. So I think that's why one of the rounds you saw me on an Ash and stuff, just so we could get a bit of, just get it a bit faster. But I do think a lot of the first few rounds were all down to those really stupid errors that we were making on our defense, that we should have really won that half 4-2, 5-1, but countless errors, and we got punished for them, which is what will happen when the teams are this close, or competitive, should I say.
We saw some great clutches coming out from Athena. I mean, we saw some very good ones coming out from TKC. We saw Den a few times doing his classic, get a flank, and that paid off for him a few times. We saw it from Sixer as well. But we had some great clutches coming out from Athena, particularly on map number 2, Cafe, where we had Valley versus Clazo, old stablemates, obviously, as they used to play for you under IG. So we saw Valley get a nice clutch against Clazo up on top floor at the very last moment in a 1v1. And then, I mean, I don't want to call people out, but that clutch there in that very last round where Manny jumps over Coffee to deny the plant, opens fire onto the planter, misses his shots, goes for the knife, but just before he can connect, he gets taken down from behind. What was the reaction in the party when that happened? Because you were like half a second from losing that.
Yeah. Well, we all pretty much yelled. There wasn't really much talking. We were all made up that we got it. There was a few glitches in that round, but there was also a few rounds where we shouldn't have. I think there was one where it went down to myself on the round 4, and I don't know if there's a bad call for Manny or something, but it was quite clear where I was because I shot a bandit and stuff on top white.
Yes.
I was a little hurt, and then I walked behind the mirror, and he just crouch walks right in front of me. And I was just like, okay, thank you. We really needed that round. And then the very next round is the Valley one. in which Clayzo knows exactly where he is. His Valley, again, I think is maybe one shot, if I remember correctly. He was
he's
very low as well.
Yeah.
Like, he had intel on him. He throws a flashbang but misses. And then I think because he had a pistol on for some reason, like, he just lost the pre-fire. Like, I don't know why he had the pistol on there. Like, if he has the Bear 9, they win that round for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like those 2 rounds back to back, and we were just like, because we were still making a lot of mistakes there. So we took like a big sigh of relief, and we're like still like a little frustrated of how we were playing. We're like, we've just been gifted 2 rounds there. They were 2 big mistakes from King's Creed that have given us a 3-2. Like, and then we were able to move on and get the 3-3, which was a good save for us.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the mirror one there specifically. That's one where I was calling out actually while we were watching it that I don't think either of you really know where each other was, and then both of you pretty much gave positioning away with gunfire, but Manny just didn't seem to fully clock on to where you were. And then I saw that mirror window, and I was like, right, so here's a mirror window. That's going to come into advantage from Dav. And then almost before I finished saying your name, I think you just popped around and shot him in the head and killed him. I was like, yeah, okay. So that didn't work out too well for King's Creed. And then sure enough, the next round they played up there, they didn't put that mirror window back. So they clearly thought, yeah, that's not working for us. Okay. And what was your prep for Cafe?
None.
None? You just went on instinct because you played it so many times. Fair enough.
Yeah, none.
Okay.
Which might have been why it was close, and we were making all those basic errors. We had 1 scrim against Synapse last night, and that's it. And we were just doing, stuff that I'd call off the top. Nothing preset. Yeah.
All right, but it worked out well.
I think we also shown a lot of people were saying these like silly things like, Athena doesn't have the ability to play an aggressive frag style, which I think if you look at our results this season, other than the first day, which was the first day of the season, we've shown that we're more than capable of doing that.
It was still overall quite a passive map for you, though. There wasn't any crazy running around just gunning stuff. It was still quite a passive play. We didn't see you doing any peeks on Cafe, which we have seen the last few times you've been peeking windows, whereas today it was kind of like, let's not throw lives away. Let's just let it come to us. Was that the way it was, or was that just a misperception?
I think it was a part of the mistakes that we were making in like setups and stuff. So like those first 3 rounds, like we were making so many of these silly errors. Then we had to like sort of try and readjust ourselves. So like because we were defeating ourselves in a lot of these rounds, and we were doing these really, really silly, stupid plays. It got us a bit more hesitant because we were making those errors, and then we were so focused on trying to make sure that those errors don't happen again because they were costing us massive. Because one big error like that, you've lost the round. And we were so focused on trying to solve them that we just like at halfway through we just like forgot that like our ability and what we can do. So then when we were 6-4 down, we had to like stop and have a little moment and be like, we're good. We're a good team. We have ability, and we need to start playing like we have that ability and stop playing so timid. And then we managed to get it back to 6-6. Which was good.
Yeah. Well, it certainly made for a great game for us to watch. All right. Don't want to keep you all night. You want to go off and celebrate with your team or whatever it is you guys will do. Just last thing for you is that now you're into the playoffs. You already had your season 2 spot secured, as you know, but now you're in playoffs as well. So you've got the double whammy here tonight. You get the pleasure of playing against Apollo in the very first game of playoffs when we come back in January. Are you excited about that? We all know about Athena and Apollo. You're excited? Yeah.
Never lost a playoff game to Waved, so should be an easy one.
Oh, of course, yeah. Wave's in the team now as well, and Force Rocker.
Yeah.
Have you played that lineup yet?
No.
Okay, so this should be.
They've only been a lineup for a few weeks, right?
Correct.
4 weeks, something like
2 to 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
not
think.
even.
Yeah. So, all right. So that should be an interesting one to watch out for then. Okay, that's going to be our very first playoff game. And being double elimination, it means, of course, that whichever team wins, the other team doesn't go out completely, but there'll be the lower bracket run for them to go through as well. So I think we're all looking forward to that. All right, before we close, again, GG to you, also to TKC, who put up one hell of a fight, and it was a great one to watch, and I'm just so glad I got to cast it. Is there anything you want to say to the stream or TKC before we close?
GG, it was really close. I mean, they'll be here again for season 2. Obviously, they just missed playoffs now. Am I right in thinking that a certain team just qualified for season 2 as well? Or through Cell, or is that something that you don't want to say?
Oh yeah, I need to look back on that, but I think you are right. I think I know the team you're talking about, and yes, I believe that's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
But
We'll have
I'll
to say,
check it and then
or are
reveal
you
it.
going to announce that later?
I'll check it and announce it later.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we're very happy for that Cell qualification person as well.
Oh, okay, good. All right. I look forward to double checking and seeing who that is then. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. GG's. And have a great weekend, whatever you're going to do. You've got is it RXL?
We do have the RXL final on Saturday, but most importantly, we have this 3v3 secure area tournament tomorrow.
Well, that is very important.
Make sure everybody tunes into that. It's going to be a fun.
Plug. Thank you. To be honest, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt that RXL was more important because it is the final and it's against Entity, a big team. So best of luck for that one. And we'll see you here on this channel for the 3v3 over the weekend as well. Thank you very much for your time. Take care. We will catch you later.
See you later.
Bye. So that was Mr. Davin Atkins from Athena, sounding more upbeat than I've ever heard him sound before in an interview. So clearly one that Athena are very happy to win. That was a rare situation for Athena to be in this position where they almost didn't qualify. Absolutely huge one for them. So well done to them. Also, shout outs to TKC for bringing together a team that hadn't played together before. Sixer, although TKC hadn't played with that lineup before, and they came in, lost 7-4 on Consular. Okay, it wasn't hugely close, but they put up a good fight. But 8-7 on Cafe with that lineup. Stellar game to watch. Absolutely stellar. So, hats off to Cheetah Den for what he's achieved here with the King's Creed. Sad he didn't make it to playoffs. He's had a great run through this league, doing very well with the teams that he's had. And it's a shame that he hasn't managed to make it through. Den, special shout out for you, my guy. I appreciate the work you put in for this league, and thank you. GG, hopefully we'll see you do more and good things in other leagues. Thank you everyone for watching. It's hugely appreciated that you have stuck with us for all this time. Thank you very much for the teams for taking part and for giving us a great show. Thank you very much for supporting through these group stages. We'll be back on the 9th of January, Saturday the 9th of January, I believe it is, for Apollo versus Athena, and then the 10th of January for JPC versus Mutiny, the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, which will happen over a 4-week period. Every weekend for 4 weeks we will be having playoffs, so make sure you're here for that. As Davin said, tomorrow night we've got the 3v3. You can see on your screen right now, Emperor versus BTD, which is Den's team. That is tomorrow night at 7 PM. Then at 7:45 we've got Unicorn Esports versus Bloody Hell. Unicorn Esports is Waved's team. Bloody Hell is AS Flex's team. Then we've got Greg's Loyal Servants. Can't remember whose team that is versus Henry Freebie's team. We know who that team belongs to. Booyaka, which is GS Carbon's team. And then they are playing Mr. Blobby's Backup Dancers, which is Davin's team. That happens at 7:45, 8:30 and 9:15 respectively, as you can see there on the timetable on the right hand side. Thank you for watching groups, thank you for supporting, thank you for following, thank you for subbing, thank you for watching, thank you for all of the time you've spent sitting there watching and listening to me waffle on and talk absolute nonsense, trying to sound like I know what's going on when really I'm making up half the time. I look forward to playoffs. Thank you very much to Extreme Rate for supporting this league and putting up part of the prize pool. If you type ! prize pool into the chat right now, you'll see what that prize pool is. Extreme Rate are giving us 5 faceplates for Xbox controllers of the team's choice, the winning team's choice. And there's some money in there as well, and some other bits and pieces to make it up. Less of a prize, but more variety to make things a bit more interesting for this league. Thank you very much to Extreme Rate for supporting that. If you go to gamingcobra.com and use the code 2TXB at checkout, you'll get a 10% discount on controller accessories and peripherals. Thank you very much for your time. Let's end with a highlights replay. And thank you and well done to Athena.